on a 4-game losing streak. They've been revitalized this week, though, hitting their season scoring high of 94 points against Louisville and racing to 30 points off turnovers against Syracuse. Does it continue tonight for the Red and White, or does Duke start its March run by ending States? The answer begins to take shape with a 7:02 tip-off from D.C.
On the Blue Devils Sports Network from Learfield, this is the Reed's Jewelers Countdown to Tip-Off. Reed's Jewelers, your home for fine Swiss timepieces, beautiful diamonds, and the world's most luxurious jewelry brands. Reed's Jewelers, trusted with life's moments. Duke basketball is also brought to you by Coca-Cola. They say Coke Zero is irresistibly tasty. Does that make it the best Coke ever? Find out for yourself. By Continental Tire, the exclusive tire of the Blue Devils. Find the right tire for your vehicle at ContinentalTire.com. Continental Tire, the smart choice in tires. By the Hilton Garden Inn, your home base near Duke University. Duke Health. Duke Health doctors are the official team doctors for Duke Athletics. Learn more at dukehealth.org. And by the Washington Duke Inn, honoring tradition over trend for over 30 years. You're listening to Duke Blue Devil basketball in the ACC tournament from Washington, D.C.
At Reed's Jewelers, we know that the rules of engagement were made to be broken. So don't settle for the first ring you see in the case. When you put a ring on it, make the moment your own with something that's just as unique as your love. Whether you're going big, keeping it subtle, or finding a happy medium, we're here to help you say I do with a one-of-a-kind design. Because doing things your way is what makes them mean everything. Reed's Jewelers, an official partner of Blue Devil Sports. Visit your local Reed's Jewelers in-store or online at reeds.com to chat with an expert.
Blue Devil fans, here's your chance to team up with Duke basketball in a season-long effort to support Duke Children's Hospital. The Duke Children's Charity Stripe Challenge is an initiative that raises money for Duke Children's patient care, research, and education every time the Blue Devils make a free throw this season. And you can join the challenge by pledging an amount for every free throw the Blue Devils make, or simply make a one-time pledge to show your support. Visit DukeCharityStripe.org to learn more and help make a difference in the lives of kids at Duke Children's.
Duke Blue Devil basketball in the ACC tournament.
The dynasty continues. They've won their 22nd ACC title.
More from Washington, D.C. after this local break.
Learn how AI-driven financial strategies can empower you to meet evolving challenges with confidence. OneStream can help you do just that. It's the next generation intelligent finance platform that streamlines corporate performance management processes such as planning, forecasting, financial close, and consolidation. Choose the smarter option. Choose OneStream. Go to onestream.com/AI and streamline your business today.
Think about the last time you moved. Remember how you said you'd never do it alone again? We know moving is tough, but at Two Men and a Truck, we make it easy. No matter the move, big or small, we'll make it a smooth one. We're the movers who care, and we'll prove it with our 96% referral rate and courteous background check movers. We're local and affordable, and we can help at a price that won't make you wish you'd done it on your own. When you're ready, give us a call or find us online for a free estimate at twomenandatruck.com.
Welcome back to our coverage of the ACC tournament. We're live from Washington, D.C., Capital One Arena, home of the Washington Wizards of the NBA, and we're bringing you tonight's quarterfinal matchup between Duke and NC State. And it's brought to you by Duke Stores. Shop.duke.edu, where real Duke fans shop. Blue Devils coming into this quarterfinal matchup with the Wolfpack. Overall record of 24-7. They were 15-5 during the ACC regular season, got the number 2 seed. And this week they're ranked number 11 in the Associated Press National College Basketball poll. The Wolfpack coming in tonight at 19-14. They were 9-11 during the ACC regular season. They had the number 10 seed. And they opened up play here 2 days ago. On Tuesday, they defeated Louisville 94-85, and then yesterday defeated Syracuse 83-65 to get to tonight's quarterfinal. 2 quarterfinals have already been played earlier today in those 2 contests. North Carolina defeated Florida State, and Pitt defeated Wake Forest. So North Carolina and Pitt will meet tomorrow night at 7 in the first semifinal. And then the winner of this game between Duke and NC State will meet the winner of tonight's nightcap, Virginia and Boston College, in the second game tomorrow night for the right to move on to the championship game on Saturday at 8:30. So lots of excitement here. ACC tournament at Capital One Arena for the third time. The Blue Devils won it the first time it was here in 2005 by defeating Georgia Tech in the championship game. And then it was here again in 2016. And the Blue Devils got knocked out in the semifinals that year, and North Carolina went on to win the title. So Duke coming in here after an excellent regular season, getting that number 2 seed, but ended on a bit of a down note. A loss last Saturday to North Carolina, 84-79. Tar Heels took the 9-point lead at halftime. The Blue Devils actually outscored North Carolina in the second half and had a big offensive half with 48 points, but the Tar Heels able to hold on to their lead. Duke never did lead in that contest, and they won the game behind 31 points from Cormac Ryan on his three-point shooting. Blue Devils got 23 from Kyle Filipowski and 19 from Jared McCain. Just not quite enough to get the win in the home finale. So now it's time to start the postseason for the Blue Devils. NC State, obviously, coming into tonight's game, already has gotten the postseason off to a start. These two teams played last Monday night in Raleigh, with the Blue Devils getting the win in that last road game of the year. Now for Duke coach John Shire, big thing this week was turning the page from the regular season to the postseason, and in doing so certainly has some things he's worked on this week, but the main thing is that the mindset is ready for a March run for the Blue Devils.
This team has definitely developed some key habits you need going into the postseason, but also the best teams that I've been a part of here get better during this time also. They get better during the postseason, and the experience that this group has had from last year and then this season, we've been in some big-time games. We've won a bunch of them. We've come up just short in a bunch of them. And so understanding each possession is so important. That's something this group has done overall. Is they've done really well. And even in some games where we've been down or haven't played our best, we've been able to compete and fight our way back to be right there to win. And so there's some great fight in our group. We just have to have it all the time in the highest level as you go into March, hoping to make your runs in the postseason tournaments.
Certainly what the Blue Devils are hoping as they get things underway tonight. Tip-off scheduled for 7:02 from Washington, D.C. And when we get back, we're going to visit with someone who's going to have a big hand in how the Blue Devils do in this postseason. Sophomore captain and guard Tyrese Proctor joins our David Shoemate. That's up next when we continue on our Reed's Jewelers Countdown to Tip-Off.
Steel gives you more than just reliable landscaping tools. Steel gives you battery-powered equipment trusted by the pros. From mowers and blowers to chainsaws and trimmers, take on your outdoor space with the name pros trust. Right now, save $20 on the BGA 57 battery blower set, including the AK-20 battery and AL101 battery charger. Real Steel. Find yours at steeldealers.com. Available for a limited time at participating dealers while supplies last.
He'll fire, and it's good.
This is Duke head men's basketball coach John Shire. When it comes to keeping our team healthy, we turn to the team at Duke Sports Medicine. We offer full-service sports medicine care at locations throughout the Triangle, where you can see the same experts used by Duke Athletics. Make an appointment or learn more at dukehealth.org/sportsmedicine. Go Duke.
The crowd loves that.
Duke plays here.
Flying in, reverses it, up and in for two.
This is the Blue Devils Sports Network from Learfield.
Steel gives you more than just reliable landscaping tools. Steel gives you battery-powered equipment trusted by the pros. From mowers and blowers to chainsaws and trimmers, take on your outdoor space with the name pros trust. Right now, save $20 on the BGA 57 battery blower set, including the AK-20 battery and AL101 battery charger. Real Steel. Find yours at steeldealers.com. Available for a limited time at participating dealers while supplies last.
Which schools will take home the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup for the 2023-24 college athletics season? You can follow the standings of your favorite school or alma mater at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at thedirectorscup.com. That's thedirectorscup.com and L Directors Cup on Twitter. Trophies will be awarded in June 2024 to the winning institutions in all competitive divisions. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
Hey, when you're out of town and want to keep up with live college sports, be sure to download the Varsity Network app. It's available for both Apple and Android. Listen to college sports live anywhere with the Varsity Network app. Well, we're out of town for this week at the ACC tournament in Washington, D.C. Quarterfinal Thursday here, and the Blue Devils getting set to take on NC State. A battle between the number 2 seed and the number 10 seed, and it's tipping off at 7:02 at Capital One Arena. For the Blue Devils, obviously last year winning the ACC tournament in Greensboro in John Shire's first year as the Blue Devils head coach, and one of the key players then, as now, was and is guard Tyrese Proctor, sophomore team captain, leader in assists for this particular club. Last year also one of the top players and starter all season long. And our David Schmidt had a chance to sit down and talk to Tyrese about last year and trying to do it again.
Drives into the paint. Left baseline, fades away, back up top, deflected, but it came to Proctor, who hits the three. Tyrese Proctor is the first into double figures. That's his third deep one, and the Blue Devils are back up by 4, 30-26.
11 for Tyrese now.
One of the lasting memories I have from a year ago was your face when you guys clinched the ACC tournament in Greensboro. What do you remember about that run as you guys closed it out?
Just winning. Obviously, it's one game at a time, and we had a lot of fun. Just staying disciplined, staying poised, and the main thing was just having fun. And when we got the win, all the emotions hit for everyone, and it was just a good way to celebrate sort of the whole year and get ready for the tournament.
I know it wasn't the result you guys were looking for on Saturday night, but you did such a good job on R.J. Davis. Where do you think you're at defensively right now?
I think I'm good. I think one thing for me is, I've talked to the coaches a lot. It's just playing team defense while I'm on, some of the best players from the other team. So, I thought I did my part defensively on RJ, and was still able to impact the game on defense as a whole with the team. Obviously, like you said, it wasn't the result we wanted, but we learned a lot from it, and I think it's more than anything that helped us more than winning that game. Going into what we're about to face.
Obviously, you won't know who you're going to face until the night before the game, but when you look at going into the ACC tournament, you guys have had some extra practice time because, again, the double bye into the quarterfinals. What sorts of things have you guys been working on?
Just our habits, defensive habits, just getting back to our rules, details, things like that. Our offense has been really good this year. I think it's one of our strengths we have, and just working on our pace, our flow, and just little details, where to start the play, where to, just our details off the ball and stuff like that. So I thought we had a good couple prep days, and we're ready.
And I'll let you go on this. You've done this in international ball. You did it a year ago. You've done it your entire career. When you go to these tournaments that are single elimination, what sort of mindset do you have to have?
You got to play like it's your last game. You can't be thinking about saving your body for, the game on Saturday, game on Friday, the tournament. You should attack every game, every possession. It's possession by possession games. And like I said, the main thing is just, playing like there's no tomorrow.
All right, appreciate it.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
All right, that's our David Shoemate with Duke's Tyrese Proctor getting ready for the Blue Devils and NC State in the quarterfinals. Lots of tournament action going on around the country right now, but this game here tonight between Duke and NC State, especially brought to you by Valero. It's the fuel you need, the snacks you want, all at Valero. Download that Valero Pay Plus app to enjoy rewards and save on fill-ups. When we come back, our Kyle Schasberger is inside our Learfield Network studios to get you caught up on the latest scores from many other conference tournaments going on. That's when we continue in just a moment right here on the Reed's Jewelers Countdown to Tip-Off.
Duke fans know about excellence and achievement and the value of a Duke education. So when someone is injured and needs legal help, it makes sense to call the law offices of James Scott Farron, a statewide law firm managed by a Duke Law graduate. If you're injured in an auto accident or on the job, call on the Hurt Line, 1-800-HURT-LINE. The law offices of James Scott Farron, headquartered near Duke at 555 Mangum Street in Durham, North Carolina.
Mako Medical Laboratories is an award-winning medical diagnostics laboratory leading the way to more personalized medicine and patient care. Mako combines proprietary methodologies with state-of-the-art robotics to ensure accuracy and precision, providing physicians with timely, easy-to-interpret results. Mako impacts each community it serves by donating time, resources, and funding to local causes. And Mako's entire logistics team is comprised of U.S. military veterans. To learn more about Mako Medical Laboratories, please visit MakoMedical.com. That's Mako Medical Laboratories.
Duke Blue Devil basketball in the ACC tournament. More from Capital One Arena after this local timeout.
It's bow time. Sometimes the craving for Bojangles Supremes is so strong you've just gotta have them. Even when your gas tank is on empty and Bojangles is still 10 miles down the highway. Nothing beats the flavor of Bojangles juicy golden Supremes, especially when they're part of a perfect combo with 4 boldly seasoned chicken Supremes, a made-from-scratch biscuit, fixin', and some legendary iced tea. The only thing that can satisfy your hunger is that delicious southern flavor. So when the craving is supreme, put the pedal to the metal. It's bow time.
Whether you're in the market for a new boat or just need service or accessories for an existing boat, turn to Overby Marine. Now with 2 locations in Kittrell and Lake Gaston, Overby Marine offers the highest quality marine products and services, including the latest from Sea Ray, Centurion, Avalon, Bennington, as well as Sea Pro Center Console. Overby Marine also offers the largest selection of parts in the region, along with full-service facilities at their 2 locations. So stop by or give them a call at 252-586-3593 or online at overbymarine.com. Overby Marine. Don't let adventure pass you by.
Postseason coverage of Duke basketball is presented by Duke Stores, online at shock.duke.edu, where real Duke fans shop.
11th ranked Duke making their ACC tournament debut tonight in our nation's capital. It's the 2-seeded Blue Devils, 10-seeded NC State Wolfpack, the winner to advance to tomorrow's semifinal round. Tip-off tonight, teed up for 7:02. State playing their 3rd game in as many days after knocking off 7-seeded Syracuse last night and 15-seeded Louisville on Tuesday. Kyle Schasberger with you inside Studio 21. Let's go ahead and reset the field in this event before we bring in John Rolfe and David Shoemate for some picks. Gave them some homework as well. Duke aiming to defend their league-leading 22nd tournament championship, which they secured last season in Greensboro. Festivities began on Tuesday with 12-seeded Notre Dame, 10-seeded NC State, and 11-seeded Boston College, all notching victories, moving them into the second round. Georgia Tech, Louisville, Miami, all going one and done inside Capital One Arena. 9-seeded Florida State earned themselves a spot in today's quarterfinal round, a victory over 8-seeded Virginia Tech, but saw their run through D.C. come to an end at the expense of the top-seeded North Carolina Tar Heels today, 92-67. UNC advancing to tomorrow's first semifinal, collecting their 23rd ACC tournament win of at least 20 points, most all time. On Wednesday, 5-seeded Wake Forest dispatched the Fighting Irish, setting up a third contest with 4-seeded Pitt today. And the Panthers experience a combined 50-piece from Blake Hinson and Ishmael Leggett in eliminating the Demon Deacons.
Hinson trying to screen for him. Now driving, reverse layup, no good. The tip, no good. The rebound grab by the Panthers. Who did that? Was that Ishmael Leggett? Leggett with 24, a career high, and Pitt leads at 67-62. In the tall trees, he did some damage.
He's taking the game into his hands. 3:42 to go.
That's Bill Hillgrove on the Pitt Panthers radio network. The league's 6th man of the year. Leggett poured in 30. Jeff Capel's squad will face off with UNC tomorrow night following a complete performance against the Deacs.
First and foremost, I'm really proud of our team. We beat a good basketball team today, a team that I think is an NCAA tournament team that's very explosive offensively, unbelievable size, and well coached. I thought our guys fought throughout the whole game. We obviously got off to a very good start. I thought our defense in the first half was outstanding.
That's Capel following the win here this afternoon. Could that be an NCAA tournament elimination game for two teams that entered squarely on the bubble? Tonight's final quarterfinal game will feature 3-seeded Virginia, 11-seeded Boston College. The Eagles also playing their third game in as many days as BC knocked off Miami and then Clemson last night. State, of course, as mentioned, defeating Syracuse last night to get in this position against Duke. We'll make some picks on that remaining game tonight. But first, how would you like to be able to listen to us while synced up to your TV in the comfort of your own home? Go to syncmygame.com to find out how. All right, John Rolfe and David Shoemate are with me. We've got a couple of minutes. Boys, gentlemen, shall we? Rolfe, 84-37 overall. Shoemate, 83-39. Last time we did this, David went 2-1. John went 1-2. So you cut into that deficit, David. But, however, a 1-1 start as you picked Wake Forest. John picked both North Carolina and Pitt earlier today. So he starts 2-0. And, David, you're 1-1.
And the best part is we can't talk about it because Ross giving me the eye. We got to make up for time. Let's make some picks.
Okay, here we go. David goes first. 3-seeded Virginia, 11-seeded Boston College. Who do you got, David, in this one, the nightcap from D.C.?
I'm going to ride the Eagle wave. Boston College makes it through. I just think Virginia's just not playing great basketball right now. For some reason, I think Quentin Post and company get it done.
I'm agreeing with that. I just watched them play last night and just think that they might be able to continue another night.
A double bubble game out of the Big Ten. 7-seeded Iowa, 10-seeded Ohio State. 6:30 starts, a moments away. Second round of the Big Ten tournament. John, who do you like, Hawkeyes or Buckeyes, who are playing with an interim head coach?
I know Ohio State was down in the dumps for so long during this season, and they actually righted the ship at the end of the year under their interim coach. They won their last 4 games going into the tournament. I'm going to say that they're going to be able to keep it going and get the win over Iowa tonight.
I was going to go with Diebler. I like what he's done since he's taken over. I got to make up ground, though, so give me Iowa to get the win.
And finally, David, I made a mistake earlier thinking both teams had beaten the other twice in the SEC tournament. However, Ole Miss and Texas A&M have split. So the question is, between Georgia and Florida, 11-6 matchup in Nashville, or Ole Miss, the 10 seed, A&M, the 7 seed, which lower seed is going to secure the win tonight at Bridgestone Arena, David?
I trust A&M less than Florida, so I'll take Ole Miss to pull the upset.
I'm going to say neither.
Oh, neither. Okay.
Am I allowed to do that?
Well,
is that an option?
If neither team wins, Roth will get the point.
I want the 2 favorite teams to me are going to win.
Okay. I love that. Unique. NC State and Duke tonight.
Picking the favorites?
Yeah. No.
Okay. Let's go.
That's one way of doing it. All right. We're going to break. We're going to come back. Plenty more to come from Capital One Arena in D.C. as we lead you up to Duke and NC State. 7:02 tip on the Blue Devil Sports Network from Learfield.
It's tournament time for your Blue Devils. You can show your support of Duke all year long by purchasing authentic Duke merchandise from DukeStore.com. Our huge assortment of Duke apparel means you won't have to go anywhere else for the perfect t-shirt, jersey, sweatshirt, or hat. The only collection of Duke merchandise in the world that actually comes to you directly from Duke University. DukeStore.com, where real Duke fans shop.
Let me grab my car keys and we'll roll.
We still going to that new bar downtown?
Yeah, it's supposed to be fun. Lexi, give me driving directions from home to downtown bar district.
Autocorrect. Suggest Uber. Pick up home. Drop off downtown bar district.
No, I'm driving.
Suggest the Metro bus. Departing in 12 minutes.
Point taken, Lexi. We'll grab a ride.
If you drink, don't drive. Decide to ride. Brought to you in partnership by Anheuser-Busch, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, and Uber.
For the latest in news, notes, and special content, head to GoDuke.com. This is the Blue Devils Sports Network from Learfield.
I feel happy, Valero Pay Plus app.
I feel happy, it makes savings a snap.
Use it and start saving automatically.
You just save some money, not do shit.
I feel happy, I'm in and out real fast.
I feel happy, now pit stops are a blast.
Download today and get in on the fun. Valero Pay Plus app, your savings have begun.
It's game day, a day where great food, friends, and family always come together. And bringing people together is what Harris Teeter is all about. We make sure you have the best and most delicious game day foods. Whether you're heading to the arena or making your own tailgate at home, Harris Teeter is where Blue Devil fans shop for groceries. And you can save big on your game day celebration just by joining EVIC. Sign up today and save hundreds of dollars per month. Harris Teeter, let's game day together.
Clark, an underhand scoop for Beekman. Top of the key. He's going to take a 3. No, the rebound for Lively. Tyrese Proctor has it. Virginia's not going to foul. Final 9 seconds. Everybody on their feet. Proctor grinning ear to ear. And for Duke, the dynasty continues. They've won their 22nd ACC title. 59-49, the final score as they beat Virginia. Winners of 9 in a row. And for John Shire, in his first season, he's an ACC champion as a head coach. The first in the history of the conference to do it as a head coach and a player.
Our program has always been about hunting banners, and to be able to hang a banner in year one and win an ACC tournament championship, it was an important moment for our team, for our program. And I was incredibly proud of our guys because that year was very trying. We went through a lot a lot that first year. And for our team, just to hang tough. And we played, a couple teams. We played Pitt in the first round, but then we played Miami and we played Virginia, who both beat us during the season in tough games on the road. And for us to respond, and just we were so connected, tough, and to win a championship meant a lot to me, our program, and most importantly, our players.
Duke coach John Shire getting ready to lead his team into the quarterfinals of the ACC tournament for the second time in his 2-year career as the Blue Devil head coach. Duke has a number 2 seed this year, getting set to take on NC State. Certainly last year's run was very memorable for Coach Shire and his squad, and getting through the tournament in Greensboro and cutting down the nets at the end of it, as noted before, making him the first person to win the ACC tournament as both a player and a head coach. Tonight, looking at a game against the Wolfpack to start at 7:02. Both teams vying to get into tomorrow night's semifinal action. Hey, don't forget Harris Teeter is a proud partner of Duke Athletics and offers everything you need for the perfect game day. From subs to pizza to snacks to drinks, Harris Teeter has you covered. Plus, there are great ways to save every day with fuel points, EVIC, and HT+. Visit harristeeter.com for more information. Blue Devils and Wolfpack getting set for the 7:02 tip. The Blue Devils are getting their first taste and look at Capital One Arena since they've been in town on Tuesday night. They have had some practices at other gyms, but this is their first time on the floor here. NC State's already played 2 games here, so they're well familiar and well aware of these surroundings. And when we come back, we're going to speak with Duke Associate Head Coach Jay Lucas to get a little bit of a scouting report on NC State. That's up next when we continue on our Reach Jewelers Countdown to Tip-Off.
For generations, hardworking people have relied on Ford F-Series trucks to help grow businesses, communities, families. A legacy of capability and technology that has made Ford F-Series America's best-selling trucks 47 years straight. This is the next generation of Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2023 calendar year total sales.
We're back with the action. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. With an irresistible taste and zero sugar, Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any sports fan. So make sure you... Wait, Jim, I didn't mean try it right now. We're still on the
air. Best Coke ever? Take a taste, Jen.
Really?
No, not right now, Jen. We got a game to call.
Duke basketball in the ACC tournament.
Jumps up from 3. Give it to him.
More from the nation's capital after these local messages.
PNC Bank is committed to making a difference in the lives of their customers and communities by helping all move forward financially. As a Main Street bank, they try to do the right thing by their customers with every encounter. Their local teams offer personalized financial advice to help guide customers to making the best decision. They're proud to be part of the Duke Blue Devils community. See how PNC Bank can make a difference for you at PNC.com. PNC Bank National Association, member FDIC.
Hey, pork rind lovers, are you ready for a new low-carb salad topper with bold flavor? Croutonez pork rind croutons will be your new go-to topper. Try them on salads, soups, or as an on-the-go snack. Croutonez have the protein-packed crunch that will wake up your taste buds while curbing the carbs. Find Southern Recipe small batch Croutonez in the crouton aisle at Food Lion today.
Quarterfinals of the ACC tournament, and here to talk about it, Duke Associate Head Coach Jay Lucas. And Jay, a little bit of a wait to get to your first game here in the ACC tournament after not playing since last Saturday. I think the next to last team to actually get started playing in the tournament. What are some of the things you guys have been working on to help make your team ready to play before you found out who your opponent was going to be last night?
Well, this is a great opportunity to really work on your principles and what you want to do and what you want to accomplish more so defensively, offensively, just in the flow of the game rather than the scouting. So, these last couple of days we really got a chance to clean up some of our base offense, base defense, because you're going to have short turnarounds with who you're playing and not knowing who you're playing, where you really have to focus on yourselves.
Now, you did just play NC State last week, in the last week of the regular season. Kind of recent familiarity with some of the principles that they have?
Yes, of course, but then also knowing that you can't do what you did last game and expect just to win because you beat them before. So, making the adjustments that we saw from the film and from what we felt after the game and carrying it over for this one.
NC State's lost their last 4 regular season games, but have seemed to have gotten on a little bit of a roll in this tournament with 2 wins already. What are some of the things maybe that they've been doing differently or more energized about in their play?
They're playing a lot more with a lot more energy, effort, and confidence. And it really starts inside with the bigs, with DR, with Middlebrooks, and with Burns. They're doing a great job of offensive rebounding and coming up with extra possessions, which are leading to threes. And those other guys are shooting it really confident right now.
Burns in particular had a pretty good game against the Blue Devils when you played them last week. Here in the ACC tournament, some of their other guys have really been stepping up, even though maybe they didn't do as much in the game against you before. How much are you cognizant of what some of these other guys are adding to Burns' role?
Well, it really starts with him, because he draws so much focus on your defense and on your team because of his ability to score. But the one thing about him is he's a great passer out the post, and that's where these other guys have really gotten going, like a Taylor and an O'Connell, because people are so worried about Burns and what he's doing that he's throwing it out for a lot of threes and things like that. And so you really have to, with Burns, just do your work early, try to fight it from getting in, and then kind of be ready to fight him on the bounce and on the dribble.
And lastly, it seems like one of the things they've done really well here in the tournament so far is they've got a lot of turnovers from the other team, turn them into transition points, as well as gotten extra possession with their offensive rebounding. How big are those 2 things concerning you today?
Huge. That's one of their main keys. They like to put a lot of pressure. They like to play in the passing lanes. And in 2 games in the tournament, I think they've caused 35 turnovers between Louisville and Syracuse. And that's the one thing. It leads out the layups. Those are hard to guard. So just making sure we play with poise and value possessions is huge for us.
All right, best of luck. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
That's Duke Associate Coach Jay Lucas. More on Duke and State when we continue on our Reed Jewelers Countdown to Tip-Off.
At the North Carolina Education Lottery, we love to celebrate winners. So I hired a town crier to announce Pick 3, Pick 4, and Cash 5 winners.
Hear ye, hear ye. But there are thousands of winners every day.
Oyez, oyez, oyez. I may not have thought this through.
A proclamation of jubilant accord. Who gave him a bell?
Daily draw games. What will you do with your win? Must be 18 to play. See Pick 3, Pick 4 and Cash 5 prize and odds charts at nclottery.com for details. Problem gambling helpline 877-718-5543.
Steel gives you more than just reliable landscaping tools. Steel gives you battery-powered equipment trusted by the pros. From mowers and blowers to chainsaws and trimmers, take on your outdoor space with a name pros trust. Right now, save $20 on the BGA 57 battery blower set, including the AK-20 battery and AL101 battery charger. Real Steel. Find yours at steeldealers.com. Available for a limited time at participating dealers while supplies last.
Follow the Blue Devils on and off the hardwood at Duke MBB. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and more. This is Duke basketball from Learfield.
Next June, legends will be made.
Going back to history and tradition and, putting your name on trophies that have the legends of the game on them, that's really cool. You strip everything away and you're left with how you made people feel and what people thought of you, and, that is important to me.
And future stars will be born when the 124th U.S. Open Championship returns to Pinehurst Resort and Country Club, June 10th through the 16th, 2024. Tickets on sale now at usopen.com/tickets.
Enjoying the game, but not the drink being spilled down your back or the foam finger poking you in the face? Well, head to the concession stand, grab a Lindy's Italian Ice, and take a 6-ounce vacation. A 6-ounce cup of lemon Italian Ice will make you feel like you're swaying in a hammock, and the only thing in your face is a cool, salty breeze. That ought to have you refreshed. Now get your head back in the game and start belting out blue and white with the youthful exuberance of the freshman behind you. Yes, the same one that keeps spilling his drink down your back. Lindy's Italian Ice. Have an ice day.
Welcome back to our Reed's Jewelers Countdown to Tip-Off. Reed's Jewelers, your home for fine Swiss timepieces, beautiful diamonds, and the world's most luxurious jewelry brands. Visit your local Reed's Jewelers store or go online at reeds.com. BlueDevils.com. Blue Devils and Wolfpack looking ahead to a 7:02 tip-off ACC quarterfinals, looking to get to the semifinals tomorrow night. There have been 70 ACC tournaments to date. The Blue Devils have made it to the semifinals 49 times, trying to make it 50 with a win over the Wolfpack tonight, tipping it off at 7:02. Hey, don't forget that the Duke Children's Charity Stripe Challenge is a season-long fundraising initiative that raises money for Duke Children's patient care, research, and education. Fans can team up with Duke basketball by pledging an amount for every free throw the Blue Devils make this season, or simply make the one-time pledge to show your support. Text Duke Kids to 51555 or visit DukeCharityStripe.org to make your pledge and help make a difference in the lives of the kids at Duke Children's. Coming up in just a few moments, we're going to hear from Duke coach John Shire and our David Shoemate talking about the Blue Devils getting started in the ACC tournament. It's all coming your way when we continue on our Reed's Jewelers countdown to tip-off.
For any surface in every season, Continental Tire is the smart choice in tires. From ultra-high performance tires like the Extreme Contact Sport to passenger touring tires to all-terrain light truck tires like the Terrain Contact AT, Continental has a tire that gives you confidence no matter the road conditions. Whether you're looking for summer, all-season, or winter tires, Continental Tire has something to fit your needs. Visit ContinentalTire.com to find your ideal tire. Continental Tire, a proud partner of the Duke Blue Devils.
Hey Duke fans, we want you to choose different and choose fun with Hi-Chew, the immensely fruity, intensely chewy candy that leaves your mouth watering with over 30 true-to-life flavors. Hi-Chew is available in sticks, peg bags, stand-up pouches, and unwrapped bites for when you're on the go. Head to your local grocery or convenience store to grab a bag, or search hichew.com to find Hi-Chew candy near you. That's hi-chew.com.
Duke Blue Devil basketball in the ACC tournament. More from Washington, D.C. after this local break.
Think about the last time you moved. Remember how you said you'd never do it alone again? We know moving is tough, but at Two Men and a Truck, we make it easy. No matter the move, big or small, we'll make it a smooth one. We're the movers who care and will prove it with our 96% referral rate and courteous background check movers. We're local and affordable, and we can help at a price that won't make you wish you'd done it on your own. When you're ready, give us a call or find us online for a free estimate at twomenandatruck.com.
Which schools will take home the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup for the 2023-24 college athletics season? You can follow the standings of your favorite school or alma mater at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at thedirectorscup.com. That's thedirectorscup.com and L Directors Cup on Twitter. Trophies will be awarded in June 2024 to the winning institutions in all competitive divisions. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
And for Duke, the dynasty continues. They've won their 22nd ACC title.
Literally, we've been in that situation before. And so it's just about calming down, just let's settle down.
Looking for Stewart, he's got him to throw it down off the inbound. And he hits a three. Jeremy Rocha blur down the floor.
Power of this team, how deep we are. We can make a big run.
Mark Mitchell in takeover mode.
It's all about what we can control, and this team can do it.
Mitchell a three. You bet. Oh! And he throws it down. Flip on the drive. Spins on Shefflin. Took the contact. Counted! Another three. Oh, he's sizzling.
Ultimately, we're playing for something bigger in March.
On a picture-perfect day in our nation's capital, we welcome you to the 71st edition of the ACC tournament, with the Blue Devils eyeing a 23rd conference title. The trophy, of course, won't be handed out until Saturday night, and we've already seen a little chaos in D.C. with two double-digit seeds still alive as Boston College bounced Clemson last night, giving the 11th-seeded Eagles a shot at the 3-seed Virginia in the nightcap. But first, we'll see the second meeting of the year between Duke and NC State. The Wolfpack used a season-high 94 points to beat Louisville on Tuesday before quite literally stealing a win from 7th-seeded Syracuse last night, forcing 19 turnovers and cashing that in to the tune of 30 points on takeaways in an 83-65 rout that sees the 10 seed in the quarterfinals. Of course, the Blue Devils won the first meeting between the two, 79-64, less than 2 weeks ago. and will be facing the Wolfpack for the third time in as many trips as this storied event has made to our nation's capital, having won the first two, bouncing NC State in the semis in 2005 and again in the second round in 2016. In fact, after losing their first three ACC tournament games to the Wolfpack from 1954 to 1956, the Blue Devils have taken 17 of the last 23 meetings between the two in this event, including 8 of 9 in each of the last 3. A remarkable run of dominance they'll look to build upon here tonight. It's Duke and NC State, and off we go from Washington, D.C.
On the Blue Devil Sports Network from Learfield, you're listening to Duke basketball in the ACC tournament from Capital One Arena in Washington, D.C. Blue Devil basketball is brought to you by Coca-Cola. They say Coke Zero is irresistibly tasty. Does that make it the best Coke ever? Find out for yourself. Reed's Jewelers, your home for fine Swiss timepieces, beautiful diamonds, and the world's most luxurious jewelry brands. Reed's Jewelers, trusted with life's moments. By Continental Tire, the exclusive tire of the Blue Devils. Find the right tire for your vehicle at ContinentalTire.com. Continental Tire, the smart choice in tires. By the Hilton Garden Inn, your home base near Duke University. Duke Health. Duke Health doctors are the official team doctors for Duke Athletics. Learn more at dukehealth.org. And by the Washington Duke Inn, honoring tradition over trend for over 30 years. Still ahead, keys to victory, starting lineups, and the opening tip. This is Duke basketball from Learfield.
At Reed's Jewelers, we know that the rules of engagement were made to be broken. So don't settle for the first ring you see in the case. When you put a ring on it, make the moment your own with something that's just as unique as your love. Whether you're going big, keeping it subtle, or finding a happy medium, we're here to help you say I do with a one-of-a-kind design. Because doing things your way is what makes them mean everything. Reed's Jewelers, an official partner of Blue Devil Sports. Visit your local Reed's Jewelers in-store or online at reeds.com to chat with an expert.
The passion, the tradition, the rivalries. Sirius XM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got you covered. On ACC Radio, there is complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along on the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now you can get 3 months of Sirius XM free. Subscribe now. See offer details at SiriusXM.com/ACC Sports.
Brotherhood plays here.
This is Luau Day.
Hey, this is Mike Cheminsky.
Hey, this is Tyus Jones. You're listening to Duke Basketball.
Enjoying the game, but not the drink being spilled down your back or the foam finger poking you in the face? Well, head to the concession stand, grab a Lindy's Italian Ice, and take a 6-ounce vacation. A 6-ounce cup of lemon Italian Ice will make you feel like you're swaying in a hammock, and the only thing in your face is a cool, salty breeze. That ought to have you refreshed. Now get your head back in the game and start belting out blue and white with the youthful exuberance of the freshman behind you. Yes, the same one that keeps spilling his drink down your back. Lindy's Italian Ice. Have an ice day.
He'll fire, and it's good.
This is Duke head men's basketball coach John Shire. When it comes to keeping our team healthy, we turn to the team at Duke Sports Medicine. We offer full-service sports medicine care at locations throughout the Triangle, where you can see the same experts used by Duke Athletics. Make an appointment or learn more at dukehealth.org/sportsmedicine. Go Duke.
The crowd loves that.
Inching you closer to tip-off, it's time to go inside the Duke locker room with head coach John Shire, presented by Duke Health. Duke Health doctors are the official team doctors for Duke Athletics. Learn more at dukehealth.org. Now, once again, here's the voice of the Blue Devils, David Shoemate.
Duke and NC State here tonight in the ACC quarterfinals. And, Coach, a little bit extra time to get ready for this one. How was that work going?
Yeah, the work has gone well. You know, you're anxious to play again, and you're anxious to have an opportunity to compete for a championship. But it was really the first time in a little while you get a chance to work on yourself, and that was important for our team to take a look in the mirror, get better, and then obviously prepare for NC State the last 24 hours.
I want to ask you about one of your captains, Tyrese Proctor. His defense has been at elite level the last few weeks. What have you seen from him?
Tyrese has just competed, just every single play. He's done a terrific job whoever we put him on the defensive end. Offensively, he's been aggressive and assertive. Love the way he's shooting the ball, no hesitation. And also he's getting other guys involved. So I'm really happy with what he's done and the strides he's made late in the year here.
Obviously, an opponent that you're very familiar with. You played him less than 2 weeks ago. Had 30 points off of turnovers last night against Syracuse. Imagine taking care of the basketball is going to be important tonight.
Yeah, I mean, look, if you look at our game against them, we had 5 turnovers total in the game. The last 2 games, Syracuse had 19 turnovers and Louisville had 16. So that's a recipe for disaster if you're playing these guys. So you got to take great care of the ball, which is easier said than done. You have to make 2-foot plays and play through contact. And then just for us, when we're just sharing it, flowing together, just making the right play, whatever that means, for our guys, whether it's a shot, whether it's a drive, we're at our best when we're doing that.
DJ Burns has been in the league for a couple years now. I don't know if there's a player like him anywhere in the country. How do you trying to slow him down?
He's unique, no question about it. He's one of one, and you have to do your work early. He's really skilled. He's really talented. No matter what you do in terms of coverages, you have to fight him. You have to really keep a low center of gravity because he has a lot of fakes and different footwork. But you can't hang your head either if he throws some shots in, because that's what he does. And you have to continue to play through the full 40 minutes, which is what we did last time.
I know he got some points last time out, but they only attempted like 9 threes, I think, in that game. You guys really took Horn out of the game. How did you do that? How can you replicate that again?
Look, it's one, we probably got a little bit lucky with some of the shots. Horn missed, and he did a great job sharing it. Didn't force much. But Burns, look, he almost had 30 on us too. And, the thing we can't give up posts, and we can't give up threes and layups from Burns in the post. He's such a dual threat with his scoring and passing. You need to limit him as much as you can, but you also don't want to give up the threes plus that. And so you're picking your poison a little bit, but our guys did a great job executing the game plan. Tonight it has to be a little bit different. You can't just do exactly the same thing, but for us, the thing that is the same is the way you have to compete and fight.
And finally, Coach, I'll let you go on this. You guys have had so much success in this event over the years. What does it take to have success when it's single elimination?
One game at a time. It's nothing else is on our mind except NC State. Being ready, focused, ready to compete at 7 o'clock tonight. And then you take care of the result, take care of the game, and then you worry about everything else after that. But for us, it's a one day at a time, being where our feet are, being present, and attacking what's ahead of us.
Coach, we appreciate the time. Good luck tonight.
Okay, thanks, you, man.
And we're back with the action. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. With an irresistible taste and zero sugar, Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any sports fan. So make sure you... Wait, Jim, I didn't mean try it right now. We're still on the air.
Best Coke ever? Take a taste, Jen.
Really?
No, not right now, Jen. We got a game to call.
Let me grab my car keys and we'll roll.
We still going to that new bar downtown?
Yeah, it's supposed to be fun. Lexi, give me driving directions from home to downtown bar district.
Autocorrect. Suggest Uber. Pick up home. Drop off downtown bar district.
No, I'm driving.
Suggest the Metro bus. Departing in 12 minutes.
Point taken, Lexi. We'll grab a ride.
If you drink, don't drive. Decide to ride. Brought to you in partnership by Anheuser-Busch, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, and Uber.
Duke Blue Devil basketball in the ACC tournament.
Got him! To throw it down off the inbound.
More from Capital One Arena after this local timeout.
It's bow time. Sometimes the craving for Bojangles Supremes is so strong you just gotta have them. Even when your gas tank is on empty and Bojangles is still 10 miles down the highway. Nothing beats the flavor of Bojangles Juicy Golden Supremes, especially when they're part of a perfect combo with 4 boldly seasoned chicken Supremes, a made-from-scratch biscuit, fixin', and some legendary iced tea. The only thing that can satisfy your hunger is that delicious southern flavor. So when the craving is supreme, put the pedal to the metal. It's bow time.
Hey, pork rind lovers. Are you ready for a new low-carb salad topper with bold flavor? Croutonez pork rind croutons will be your new go-to topper. Try them on salads, soups, or as an on-the-go snack. Croutonez have the protein-packed crunch that will wake up your taste buds while curbing the carbs. Find Southern Recipe small batch croutonez in the crouton aisle at Food Lion today.
Welcome back inside Capital One Arena here in Washington, D.C. David Shoemate alongside John Roth. John Rose, our producer and engineer. Back inside our network studios is Kyle Schasberger. We're getting set for the 256th meeting between Duke and NC State. This will be meeting number 27 coming up in the ACC tournament. The Blue Devils have won 17 of the first 26. They last met in 2016. That was a 92-89 win for the Blue Devils. It's the Blue Devils and the Wolfpack. The starting lineups and the opening tip-off from our nation's capital is headed your way next.
Every day in the U.S., more than 9 people are killed and 1,000 injured in crashes involving a distracted driver. You can't control other motorists, but you can control how you operate your vehicle. Avoid distractions while driving, like texting or checking social media. Brought to you by Trusted Choice Independent Insurance Agents of North Carolina. Learn more at trustedchoice.com/GoDuke.
To learn more, visit your local Trusted Choice Independent Agency, Ed Moore & Associates Incorporated in Cary, or go to edmoreinsurance.com.
Would you like to learn how AI-driven financial strategies can empower you to meet evolving challenges with confidence? OneStream can help you do just that. It's the next generation intelligent finance platform that streamlines corporate performance management processes such as planning, forecasting, financial close, and consolidation. Choose the smarter option. Choose OneStream. Go to onestream.com/AI and streamline your business today.
Duke basketball in the ACC tournament. More from the nation's capital after these local messages.
Blue Devil fans, here's your chance to team up with Duke basketball in a season-long effort to support Duke Children's Hospital. The Duke Children's Charity Stripe Challenge is an initiative that raises money for Duke Children's patient care, research, and education every time the Blue Devils make a free throw this season. And you can join the challenge by pledging an amount for every free throw the Blue Devils make, or simply make a one-time pledge to show your support. Visit DukeCharityStripe.org to learn more and help make a difference in the lives of the kids at Duke Children's.
The 2-minute warning, the caution flag, the 4. PNC Bank believes in the power of a helpful watch out. That's why they created low cash mode, the financial watch out that gives you multiple options and at least 24 hours of extra time to help avoid overdraft fees. Low cash mode on virtual wallet from PNC Bank. To learn more, visit pncbank.com/virtual wallet. Low cash mode and virtual wallet are registered marks of the PNC Financial Group Services Incorporated. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
Duke and NC State coming up from Washington, D.C. Game 1 of the ACC tournament for the Blue Devils, meeting with the Wolfpack for the 27th time all-time in this event. Starting lineups, the opening tip upcoming. First, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Duke basketball from Learfield. One other quarterfinal game to follow us here tonight will be Virginia and BC. The Cavaliers have won 13 of 16 in that series. The Eagles, the 11 seed, the Cavaliers, the 3. Quick recap of what went down earlier. Top seeded North Carolina, 92-67 winners over number 9, Florida State. R.J. Davis went for 18. Armando Bacot, 14 and 10. And 5 seeded Wake Forest falls to 4 seeded Pitt, 81-69. Ishmael Leggett, 30 points, 8 rebounds. Blake Hinson, 20. Let's go back inside Capital One Arena with John Roth and John Rose. Here's the voice of the Blue Devils, David Shoemate.
All right, Kyle, thank you very much. Closing in on tip-off tonight between the Blue Devils and the Wolfpack as we dive right into our starting lineups. They're presented by Delta. Statistically, the world is losing color. All white kitchens, beige nurseries, great cars, but in the destinations Delta flies to, there's still a vibrant world out there, and sometimes opening your world is all it takes to open your mind. Delta, proud to be the official airline of the Duke Blue Devils. We'll begin with NC State. As we told you earlier, they're the 10 seed in this tournament, began their journey on Tuesday. They made their way to the quarterfinals. Now 19-14 overall. They finished the regular season 9-11. In the ACC, beat Syracuse last night 83-65. Give you the starting five. Casey Morcell, a graduate student as a guard, wearing number 14, 6'3", 200-pounder out of Fort Washington, Maryland. Had 25 in their first win of the tournament against Louisville. It's the third time this year he's gone for 20 or more. Number 12 is Michael O'Connell. He's a grad transfer from Stanford, a guard, 6'2", 195 out of Mineola, New York. Had 16 in each of his last two games. Number 30 is DJ Burns, a graduate student of forward, 6'9", 275 out of Rock Hill, South Carolina. Remember, he had a season-high 27 in the first meeting between these two, 12 of 19 from the field, and also had 4 assists. Number 23, Mohamed Diarra gets the start tonight. The junior forward, 6'10", 215 out of Montreal, France. 2 double-doubles on the year, had 8 points and 14 rebounds last time out. And rounding out the starting five is number 1, Jaden Taylor, the junior guard, 6'4", 195 out of Indianapolis, Indiana. He's been scorching hot of late. His last three, he's averaging better than 21 per game, including 10 of 24 from three for head coach Kevin Keats. In his 7th season in Raleigh, the assistants are Joel Justice, Kareem Richardson, Levi Watkins, Larry Dixon, and Steve Snell. Meanwhile, for the Blue Devils, the 2 seed in this event at 24-7 overall. They finished the year 15-5 in the ACC, coming off that 5-point loss to the Tar Heels. Again, going to be without Caleb Foster tonight, still working his way back from a lower leg injury. So the same starting five we saw in the last couple weeks of the season.
Number 3, Jeremy Roach, senior, Leesburg, Virginia.
Number 0, Jared McCain, freshman, Sacramento, California.
Number 5, Tyrese Proctor, sophomore, Sydney, Australia. Number 25, Mark Mitchell, sophomore, Kansas City, Kansas.
Number 30, Kyle Filipowski, sophomore, Westtown, New York.
Tell you about the All-ACC awards. Kyle Filipowski was first-team All-ACC. Jared McCain, All-ACC honorable mention, also on the All-Rookie team. And Jeremy Roach was All-ACC third team this season. For head coach John Shire in his second year at the helm, the associate head coaches are Chris Carroll and Jay Lucas. The assistants, Emmanuel Dildy and Will Avery. And the director of player development is Justin Robinson. As we get closer to the start of this one, don't forget tonight's opening tip-off is presented by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina. And as the official health insurance partner of Duke Athletics, we believe an inclusive community is a healthy community. Here for the Blue Devils, here for all. If you heard us roll through the starters and you're wondering why you didn't hear the name DJ Horn, he injured his hip in their regular season finale up at Pittsburgh. Actually didn't even play in the game against Louisville. Returned last night, came off the bench, had 16 points, a couple of assists, 4 steals, and played 20 minutes. He'll come off the bench again here tonight. A significant piece of the puzzle for the Wolfpack, but a guy the Blue Devils, John Roth, really locked down in the first meeting. Just 8 points, only got 1 3-pointer off, and he missed it.
Yeah, the Blue Devils did an excellent job really on just about everybody in the state lineup in the game in Raleigh last week, other than DJ Burns getting, as you mentioned, that season high of 27 points. But the Blue Devils held pretty much all their other players pretty much in check in that game. But all those other players here in the ACC tournament have really been getting the job done for the Wolfpack. You mentioned Taylor. I mean, he's had 18 points in both games, and O'Connell's got the start in these 2 games. He's played really well. And Diarra's been rebounding like crazy, 14 boards yesterday. So all those other so-called complimentary players have really gotten the job done for the Wolfpack in this tournament.
As the 10 seed, NC State will be the visitors tonight. They're going to wear their red jerseys and shorts with white numerals and lettering, black trim down the side, the Wolfpack logo at the bottom of the shorts. Meanwhile, for the Blue Devils, in the familiar home whites as the higher seed tonight, with Duke Blue numerals and lettering and a Duke Blue stripe down the side and an Iron Duke B logo in white at the bottom of the shorts. We're going to watch John Shire's group go left to right here in this opening half as we see things just a little bit behind the Blue Devil bench here along press row. Ron Groover is going to lead our ACC officiating crew. He's assisted tonight by Bill Covington and Clarence Armstrong. The battle inside, I think, is going to be a big piece of the story here tonight. Yes, DJ Burns went for 27 in the first meeting, but John, it was the rebounding that really told the story, particularly on the offensive glass, where the Blue Devils had 19 offensive rebounds that led to 23 second chance points.
Yeah, that was huge for the Blue Devils, and that's been the formula for NC State here in this tournament. I mean, they had 17 offensive rebounds that led to 20 second chance points in their win against Syracuse yesterday. So it's something they've been doing well here, something the Blue Devils did well against them. We'll see which team can come up with the edge in that category tonight.
It'll be Filipowski and Diarra to jump it off. Crowd filing in here at Capital One Arena. They can put about 20,000 in here. Been good crowds really all week long, and you look around, John, there's quite a bit of Duke Blue in the building tonight.
Oh, absolutely, and a great sight here right in the middle of our nation's capital. Looking forward to an exciting game here. The red, white, and blue, and both the teams are red, white, and blue.
The winner will get either Virginia or Boston College in the semifinals tomorrow night. That'll be the final quarterfinal after our game. Just about set to get it started. Our lead official, Ron Groover, with the basketball in hand. It's in the air. Away we go, and the Blue Devils control the opening tap. And Tyrese Proctor will bring it across left to right. Looks to the left, finds Jeremy Roach, the senior captain, defended by Morcell. Dribbles all the way to the right, loops it back up top for Mitchell. Bounce pass to the post, deflected, stolen by Burns. The other way, it's Taylor in transition, backs out, going to wait for help. They swing it around to the right. Morcell has it now. First touch for the Wolfpack. As the Blue Devils turned it over on their initial possession. Worth noting, Jared McCain wearing a Band-Aid on his right eyebrow as Morcell works his way to the right baseline, backs out of it. Wants to drive, cut off, 10 to shoot. Jumper up, tough one from 15 feet out, too strong, and the weak side rebound chased down by Mark Mitchell. 40 seconds in, no score. Here come the Blue Devils. To the left, it's Roach. Thought about the three. Instead, lobs it inside for Filipowski. Looking for a cutter, not there. Spins to the baseline on Diarra. Nearly lost it. He did lose it. Out of bounds. And the Blue Devils have turned it over 2 times in the first minute. If you didn't hear our conversation with John Shire, that was a point of emphasis because in the first meeting, they only had 5 for the whole game.
And NC State's been feasting on turnovers here since they've been to D.C., forcing 35 in their first 2 tournament games combined.
And outscored Syracuse by 21 off of turnovers last night, 30-9. Taylor to the baseline. There is DJ Burns. 15 to shoot, trying to back down Filipowski on the left side. Mitchell comes a double team. Burns picked it up, knocked loose, stolen by the Blue Devils. Flip out of there with it. A hit ahead for Proctor. On the right, a crossover. Drives Morcell, waits for the trailer. It's Roach. He'll take the three. Too strong. And the rebound inside for NC State, but we get a foul on the rebounding action on who? Filipowski's on the deck. I believe it's going to be on NC State. It's going to be on DJ Burns, and that'll be his first.
Blue Devils doing a great job, though, of trapping DJ Burns after he started to make a move after the catch, and they were ready to get all over him and force a turnover, which they did.
Roach and McCain in that first meeting combined for 37. They only had 10 in the first half, 27 in the second half. They actually missed their first 11 threes combined before making 4 of their last 5. As Blue Devils inbound for Filipowski, Kevin Keats trying to play defense on him as McCain comes off of a screen. Works his way to the baseline. Morcell has him. Feeds it to Mitchell, floating in at the left block. Put it up, no. Got his own rebound, right back up. Another foul. Who's this on? It's on Diarra, and that's his first. And very similar to the first meeting, the Blue Devils' initial offense hasn't been there, but right to the offensive glass and free throws coming.
Yeah, it's excellent work by Mark Mitchell getting the second opportunity there and just powered strong to the rim and got hacked across both wrists, so no question about the foul. We'll see if Mark can get the first points here from the free throw stripe.
Just shy of 65% on the year at the line, and he misses the first. As we remind you that Blue Devil Basketball is brought to you in part by Food Line, and they're the proud sponsors of the Score to Get More program. This season for the Blue Devils, a total of 454 free throws have been made, and Food Line has donated 30,000 meals to help our neighbors at Durham. 0 for 2 for Mitchell and out of bounds. Burns knocked Filipowski to the deck, but couldn't control the rebound, and Duke will get it back.
So really a third opportunity on this possession.
Still no score. 90 seconds in. Off a curl, it's Roach on the right baseline. Sends it up top for Flip. Right back to Jeremy. Looking inside, nothing there. Lobs it to Mitchell. Free throw line jumper. Too strong. And this time Burns has the rebound for NC State. So a slow start offensively for both teams. Taylor. Into the paint, drives, got airborne, tough too, off the window, came out, the rebound fought for. Man, Mitchell's been active, and out of there with it is Filipowski, but Mark was the one who got the deflection. 2 minutes gone, no score here in D.C. Proctor has it on the left, a bounce pass to the baseline, Filipowski. Looking cross court, backing down on Taylor, all the way into the paint, feeds it inside for Mitchell, steps through, some contact, they let it go, and the rebound for Diarra. And then across midcourt comes O'Connell. He wants to break the seal. The two teams have combined 0 for 5. Taylor, off of the screen set by Burns, weaving through some traffic, backs out at the top of the key. Thought about it, can't shoot over McCain. Deflected, trying to feed it to Burns, who bounced it into no man's land, and it's taken away by Mitchell. Still scoreless, 2.5 minutes in. Can McCain change that? Off the right? No, missed a 3, and Diarra has it. And here comes NC State across midcourt. Burns dribbles over to the left, already looking winded. Sends it to the baseline and Morcell. Defended by McCain, curling into the paint on Flip. Sends it to the right. Diarra for 3. No, and inside the rebound for Filipowski. So 3 minutes gone, still scoreless here in Washington, D.C. It's Proctor into the paint on Morcell. Rises up, too strong in the rebound for Casey Morcell. Across midcourt, O'Connell leaves it back for Morcell. Inside Diarra. Knocked loose by Mitchell. Saved by McCain on the baseline. And Flip has it. And here comes Proctor the other way. How good has the defense been here at the outset? Now can he get some points? It's Flip. Probing. Bounced it into traffic. McCain a scoop. No, but he's fouled him. Will shoot two. And we'll see who this is on. It was inside. Ron Groover walks over. And it's on Morcell, and that's his first because Burns was in the area. And the Blue Devils playing really hard right now. He's trying to get a bucket.
Both teams really are. They're a combined 0 for 9 from the floor and 0 for 2 from the free throw stripe.
That's going to change here. I'm going to make a prediction.
Well, here we go.
Brave, right? 87% free throw.
With McCain at the line, that's a pretty safe one.
And he hits the first. And Sean Stewart will come in for the first time tonight. Freshman forward, 6'9", 227 out of Windermere, Florida. Went scoreless against Carolina, but the three before that averaged 9 points and 7.3 rebounds. Had 12 and 5 in the first meeting with NC State. Also had 2 assists, 2 steals, and 3 block shots. As we see Burns come out as well. Middlebrooks in for NC State. Second free throw for McCain is good. Also Horn is in and Morcell is out. So it's 2-0. Duke in front as we approach 16 and a half minutes to play until the break. It'll be O'Connell to bring it across midcourt, defended by McCain. Trying to poke it loose. Jared all over him. Can't get loose, so up top it comes for Middlebrooks. Dribbling over to the right, into the hands of DJ Horn. Here comes a double team. Dumped it off into the corner. It's Taylor backing out in front of Proctor. To the baseline it goes. McCain defending Middlebrooks. 5 to shoot. 15 feet out on the right to O'Connell. The elbow jumper is good, and we're tied at 2. So 4 minutes gone here in the quarterfinals of the ACC tournament, 2 apiece. Filipowski spinning up top. Looks to the left. There's McCain. Room to shoot. Opted not to. Inside for Flip. A double team. Found the cutter in Stewart, but he couldn't catch it cleanly. And Diarra has it for NC State. In transition to the left, Horn. He'll take the three and hit it. And that's exactly what the Blue Devil head coach told us about in the pregame show. Turnovers, transition opportunities, and easy offense for the Wolfpack.
And Horn's the guy who can make offense look really easy. He's their leading scorer on the season.
5-2, NC State in front. As Roach sends it to the right and Tyrese Proctor. Looking inside, nothing doing. Drifts to the right, lobs it over the top. The catch for Flip. Put it up and in. All in one motion. His first field goal cuts it to 1.
Great pass by Tyrese Proctor to find him inside.
So 5-4, NC State has the lead. Just about 5 minutes in. Up top, Middlebrooks defended by Filipowski. Dribbles to the right, hands it off for Horn. McCain on him. Probing, trying to get loose. Had to get rid of it to the left and Taylor. Now back up top for DJ Horn. McCain in his hip pocket, drives him into the paint, rises up with the right hand, scores, and he's fouled. And he'll be at the free throw line when we come back. Just underway here in Washington, D.C. 15:01 to play until the break. And Blue Devils trail at 7-4.
For generations, hardworking people have relied on Ford F-Series trucks to help grow businesses, communities, families. A legacy of capability and technology that has made Ford F-Series America's best-selling trucks 47 years straight. This is the next generation of Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2023 calendar year total sales.
He'll fire, and it's good.
This is Duke head men's basketball coach John Shire. When it comes to keeping our team healthy, we turn to the team at Duke Sports Medicine. We offer full-service sports medicine care at locations throughout the Triangle, where you can see the same experts used by Duke Athletics. Make an appointment or learn more at dukehealth.org/sportsmedicine. Go Duke.
The crowd loves that. Here in Washington, D.C., just underway, 15:01 to play in the first half. David Shumate alongside John Roth. John Rose, our producer and engineer back inside our network studios, is Kyle Schassberger. Well, John, when you look at the last couple of games, as the Blue Devils trail this one 7-4 with 15:01 to play in the first half, slow starts have been a big part of the storyline. The last 2 games, of course, at NC State, they trailed 9-0 3 minutes in. Immediately responded with an 11-0 run and took the lead, were able to escape that one with a 15-point win. But against North Carolina, over the first 7 minutes, couldn't find a bucket. The Tar Heels couldn't miss, making 9 of their first 13. And it was a 21-6 advantage for North Carolina. A hole the Blue Devils never were able to get out of. Cut it to 1 at one point in the second half, but that's as close as they would get. It's a bit of a slow start offensively here tonight, but they've held the Wolfpack in check, and it's a 3-point game despite only having 1 field goal in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's true. The starts have been something that's been a focal point for this team all year. It's kind of ironic to me that right before those 2 games, NC State and North Carolina, where they did get off to such slow starts, they probably had their best start of the year in that Saturday game against Virginia and just took the Cavaliers completely out of the contest in the first 5 minutes. So to follow that up with the kind of starts they had since was kind of mystifying. But this one here, NC State's got the early lead here, but the Blue Devils definitely are in the fight here with the way they've been playing defense, forced the 3 turnovers, and they're scrapping and clawing and have actually out-rebounded the Wolfpack as well. So it's certainly still kind of feeling our way into this contest with 5 minutes in and a 3-point game.
Do you put much stock into the theory that the teams, yes, lower seeded, had to play more games, but they've been on the floor or a little more comfortable as the higher seeds are trying to get situated early in the game?
I would think that early in the game is when it matters the most, because NC State's been out here 2 games already. They know what's going on in this arena, and the Blue Devils haven't seen the inside of the arena until they got here an hour before the contest to go through warm-up. So I think that's going to start to materialize. The Blue Devils get used to the surroundings and the setting as the game progresses. But NC State's certainly in the flow of the tournament as well as comfortable in the arena.
The foul going to break was on Jared McCain. Horn made the basket, now trying to pay it off with a free throw and build NC State's lead to 4. And the right-handed free throw shooter missed it. So the rebound for Sean Stewart. He's out there with Proctor, Roach, Filipowski, and McCain. And it'll be Jeremy to bring it up this time. Works his way to the right, hands it off for McCain. A little bit of contact from Horn, able to hold on to the basketball, bounce it to the left, and Tyrese Proctor. Send it to the right, and Jarrett. He's surveying the defense, sends it to the right baseline, and Filipowski. Got Diarra airborne. Oh, what a nice find to Stewart inside, but got the shot blocked. It's out of bounds. Last touch by NC State with 7 to shoot.
Sean Stewart coming off the bench has been one of the real positive things about the last 2 weeks, particularly the NC State game in Raleigh. Had one of his best games of the year off the bench there.
Off the inbound, Proctor has it now. 5 to shoot. Roach on the drive into the paint, rises up, offline left, and the rebound for Taylor and NC State. So the Blue Devils 1 for their first 8 from the field. And it's NC State by 3, 7 to 4. Horn defended by Roach. Backs out top of the key. Takes a screen from Middlebrooks. Trying to feed it back to him. Deflected. Stolen by Filipowski. And here he comes left to right. In transition. Leave it up top. McCain wants to drive. Got inside on O'Connell. Back up top for Proctor. Plenty of time. 20 to shoot. Tyrese drifts to the right. Looking inside. Wants the screen. Sends it up top for Sean Stewart. Down to the left and Jeremy Roach. They're playing catch up top. Stewart to the right. There's Proctor. Gets the screen. Takes a 3. Missed it short. The rebound chased down by Jeremy Roach. A second opportunity with a fresh 20. And a look to the bench. 6 minutes in. The Blue Devils trail at 7 to 4. Flip up top. Faces up. Dribbles to the right. Found Jeremy Roach. Off of the screen set by Filipowski. Roach to the left. McCain. A crossover into the paint. Rises up and scores. Jared McCain with his first field goal. And the Blue Devils are back within 1.
Missed 9 of their first 10 shots before Jared McCain finally gets one on a drive there.
7 to 6 our score. Blue Devils trailing 6.5 minutes in. On the left, Diarra. Ball faking a drive. Got by Stewart and punched it down. Mohamed Diarra with a thunderous first field goal, and NC State leads by 3. Roach across midcourt. Sends it up top for Tyrese Proctor. Back to Roach. Plenty of time. 17 to shoot. Taylor defending him. Plays catch to the right. There's Proctor off of a curl. McCain now to the baseline, and Filipowski at the right block, backing down on Diarra. Big physical advantage. Put it off the window and in. Kyle Filipowski taking advantage of the edge he had inside him. The Blue Devils starting to warm to the challenge offensively. They're back within 1.
NC State's defense is completely different when DJ Burns is not holding down the middle.
Taylor backing out, defended by Stewart. A probing dribble, a crossover, a step back 3 is good. We told you he's been lights out from 3 of late. Now over 36% on the season, and NC State leads by 4, 12 to 8 with 12:34 to play in the half. Roach open on the right, drives, kicks to the corner, too tall for Tyrese Proctor, and the Blue Devils turn it over for the 4th time. As it went out of bounds along the sideline, that'll bring Ryan Young into the game for the first time. The graduate student center wearing number 15, 6'10", 238 out of Stewartsville, New Jersey. He's out there now with Flip, Proctor, McCain, and Roach. Morcell returns for NC State. Taylor will stay. Middlebrooks, Horn, And O'Connell, as I say that, Middlebrooks will leave and DJ Burns is back in.
And that was just a simple, wild overthrow by the guy who's number 3 in the ACC in assist-to-turnover ratio, so it doesn't happen often.
The game does have a bit of a nervous energy feel to it early, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
On the right, Taylor, step back over Filipowski, a rainbow that's no good, in the rebound for McCain. So here come the Blue Devils across midcourt. Remember in that first meeting, NC State was only 3 of 9 from outside. Here's Young at the free throw line. Sends it to the right of McCain. Off of a screen sent by Young. Probing. Sends it to the right. Tyrese Proctor bounces it inside for Young. Going to work on Burns. Steps through and traveled. Slid the pivot foot and turned it over. And that is already 5. They've equaled as many as they had the entire game in Raleigh.
Certainly that's something on the coaches' minds, on the players' minds, but something that they can't let get out of hand here in this first half.
It was a bit of a struggle offensively in the first half over in Raleigh. They didn't really explode until the second half. Tyrese Proctor did most of the heavy lifting in the first half. As Burns goes to work on Young, put it into his chest, whistle, counted in a foul. They're going to ticket Ryan Young with a blocking foul, and we've got a timeout. 11:48 to go until the break. The Wolfpack lead by 6 now, 14-8.
Let me grab my car keys and we'll roll.
We still going to that new bar downtown?
Yeah, it's supposed to be fun. Lexi, give me driving directions from home to downtown bar district.
Autocorrect. Suggest Uber. Pick up. Home. Drop off downtown bar district.
No, I'm driving.
Suggest the Metro bus. Departing in 12 minutes.
Point taken, Lexi. We'll grab a ride.
If you drink, don't drive. Decide to ride. Brought to you in partnership by Anheuser-Busch, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, and Uber.
Duke Blue Devil basketball in the ACC tournament.
The dynasty continues. They've won their 22nd ACC title.
More from Washington, D.C. after this local break.
It's game day, a day where great food, friends, and family always come together. And bringing people together is what Harris Teeter is all about. We make sure you have the best and most delicious game day foods. Whether you're heading to the arena or making your own tailgate at home, Harris Teeter is where Blue Devil fans shop for groceries. And you can save big on your game day celebration just by joining EVIC. Sign up today and save hundreds of dollars per month. Harris Teeter, let's game day together.
Steel gives you more than just reliable landscaping tools. Steel gives you battery-powered equipment trusted by the pros. From mowers and blowers to chainsaws and trimmers, take on your outdoor space with a name pros trust. Right now, save $20 on the BGA 57 battery blower set, including the AK-20 battery and AL101 battery charger. Real Steel. Find yours at steeldealers.com. Available for a limited time at participating dealers while supplies last.
Postseason coverage of Duke basketball is presented by Duke Stores. Have you checked out shop.duke.edu? Shop.duke.edu, where real Duke fans shop.
11:48 to go in the first half of this ACC quarterfinal. NC State leads the Blue Devils 14-8. Let's check out our early in-game stats presented by Steel. Step up your game with Steel battery tools, and the Blue Devils certainly have had trouble getting the ball to drop for them here from the field. Shooting percentages in the early going here. Duke just 3 out of 12 and 0 for 3 from three-point range. NC State, on the other hand, hitting 60%, 6 out of 10, and 2 of those have been three-pointers, helping them build up this 6-point lead over the Blue Devils. Rebounding, Duke has done a pretty decent job there. They've out-rebounded NC State 10-5, but one of the problems so far for the Blue Devils has been turnovers. They've already committed 5 turnovers in this contest. NC State's turned that into 5 points. Now, Blue Devils have gotten all their points from just 2 guys, Filipowski and McCain, with 4 points apiece. NC State with a lot of balance. DJ Horn, though, coming off the bench, hitting his first 2 shots to lead the Wolfpack with 5 points, David.
And it'll be Burns at the free throw line when we come back after the N1 opportunity, shooting 66% at the line this year. And you kind of touched on it. Sometimes basketball is complicated. Sometimes it's pretty simple. Littles just haven't made shots here in the early going. A lot of the other stats look fine, rebounding, all that sort of stuff, but they've got 5 offensive rebounds and no second chance points so far.
No, they've had they've worked really hard to keep possession, to get good looks. they just haven't dropped yet, and I think they're just getting used to the arena.
As Burns' free throw is good. The Wolfpack love this arena.
Yeah, yes,
by
they
7,
do.
15-8. Won both of their first two games, 94-85 over Louisville, and then in a dominant win over Syracuse last night, 83-65. As we see Mark Mitchell back into the game, so it's the 5 that started the game. As McCain sends it up top for Mitchell. Further to the left, there's Tyrese Proctor off of a Mitchell screen, probing, fed it back to him on the baseline for a two-hand stuff. A thunder dunk from Mark Mitchell, and the Blue Devils are back within 5. 15-10, 11:24 to play in the half as O'Connell comes across midcourt. Greeted by Jared McCain. Waiting, bounces it along the right sideline for Diarra. Faces up on Mitchell. Further into the post it goes for Burns. Filipowski defending him one-on-one. Trying to drive him into the paint. Bobbled it. Nearly lost it. Kicks to the right corner. O'Connell a baseline drive. Cut off by McCain. Back into the corner, Diarra. A ball fake. Back up top. Burns a free throw line jumper, and he got the roll. So DJ Burns has 5, and NC State leads by 7 again, 17-10. 9 minutes in. Roach has it on the right. Turns down the screen from Flip to the right baseline. He goes, cut off by Horn. Back up top for Mitchell. They sag off of him. Send it to the left and Tyrese Proctor. Probing back to the baseline and Mitchell. Up top, Filipowski. He'll dribble to the right, hand it off for Proctor. Curling at the left elbow. Spins back to the middle. Back up top for Flip. 8 to shoot a drive. Bodied up by Diarra. Step through him. Put it up off the window and got the roll. Strong drive for Flip, and he's got 6.
Filipowski needs to be aggressive in attacking Burns and the rim, and he was just that on that drive.
17-12. 10:21 to play in the half, and we get a whistle and a foul off the ball on Kyle Filipowski, and that'll be his first. Doing battle inside with Burns. And it'll be NC State inbounding along the left baseline. Remember, Kyle picked up 2 early in that game against NC State. Didn't play for, the last 12, 13 minutes of the first half, so you got to stay out of foul trouble. As O'Connell's the inbounder. Waiting, probing, found Horn cutting in, and he lays it in on the reverse. Got loose inside. Two teams trading buckets now, and the Blue Devils are down by 7, 19-12, as we approach the midway point of the opening half. Jared McCain off of a screen set by Flip, sends it up top for Mitchell. Further to the left, there's Jeremy Roach off of a Mitchell screen, probing into the paint, rises up, took the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And it'll be on Morcell, and that's his second.
The Blue Devils getting some good looks out of their passing game. That drive there, Jeremy made the right move by going for the rim, but he also had Mark Mitchell on his left side that he could have dished if the defense had come to him just a little bit tighter. So Blue Devils offense is working pretty well right now. Just need some shots to drop.
As Roach goes to the line to shoot 2, reminds you the Blue Devil basketball is brought to you in part by Sharp Business Systems. Sharp Business Systems sets the same standard of excellence in office equipment as the Blue Devils do in basketball. Count on Sharp for state-of-the-art office equipment. Sharp, changing the way companies do business. The first free throw for Jeremy Roach drops down. That's his first point. And he'll have one more to come as Morcell has a seat with those 2 fouls with 10:04 to play in the half. Second one coming for Jeremy. See if he can cut it to 5. On the way. Got them both. And we'll see TJ Power for the first time tonight. The freshman forward, 6'9", 216 out of Shrewsbury, Massachusetts. Coming off of a 7-point game against the Tar Heels. The most points he scored in ACC play this year. His last 4, 5 out of 13 from 3. Getting some more run, obviously, with Caleb Foster not able to go. And he greets O'Connell as he comes across midcourt. We drift under 10 minutes to play in the half. Duke down by 5. Inside it goes for Burns. Rises up on Flip. Deflected and stolen by Filipowski. It hit the front of the rim and came out. On the left, it's Proctor. Right back to Filipowski. Give it right back to Tyrese. Thought about a 3 instead to the right. Power into the corner. Roach. He'll launch. Short. And the rebound inside for Diarra. Jeremy's been struggling with the 3-point shot of late. Now 3 of his last 17. Diarra on the left wants to drive at the free throw line. All the way in. Kicks it back outside for O'Connell. Looks to the left. There's Horn. He'll rise up from 3. Too strong. The rebound inside for Mark Mitchell. So the Blue Devils down 19-14 with 9:20 to play in the half. Quickly across midcourt. Proctor will take a deep one and hit it. His first field goal comes from deep. And for the Blue Devils, that's now 1,221 consecutive games with a made 3-pointer.
And Proctor not struggling with his 3 on the mark.
And it brings Duke back within 2. As we hit 9 minutes to play in the first half. Taylor bodied up by Roach. A little bit too much contact for Bill Covington's liking. And that's the 4th team foul on the Blue Devils.
Taylor and Roach both talking about it well after the play. Just kind of friendly, both laughing at each other.
Roach will leave. And back in comes the freshman guard, 6'3", 197 out of Sacramento, California. Talking about Jared McCain. So it's McCain, Mitchell, Power, Proctor, and Filipowski. And O'Connell to inbound along the right sideline. Waiting, bounces it in for Horn. Now lobs it up top for DJ Burns. Nearly deflected again by Filipowski, but Burns able to shovel it off for Taylor. Comes off of a screen to the left baseline. Taylor had to get rid of it. Diarra 3 up top. Too strong. Long rebound chased down by Filipowski. And here come the Blue Devils, a chance to tie or go back in front. Flip down low for Mitchell. Steps through, kicks to the corner. Power 3. No. Weak side rebound. O'Connell knocked loose by McCain, and a foul is called. And that'll be 2 on Jared. He does that a lot, the little back tap. I guess that time he caught O'Connell on the arm.
Yeah, that's something that's become part of McCain's signature, coming up from behind players and tapping the ball away after they've just gained possession to a rebound or missed shot, and that time must have got part of the elbow.
Coach are going to trust him, leave him out there with 2 fouls. With 8.5 minutes to go until the break. Duke down 19-17. To the right baseline it goes and Burns. Back up top Taylor. Ball fake, a drive on Power into the paint, rises up, missed the runner short. The rebound inside for who else but Jared McCain. Lob it ahead for Filipowski. Tried to finish all in one motion, could not. And here's NC State the other way with Taylor. 2-on-1 to the left. O'Connell, lefty scoop good.
What you don't want to do is get in a fast break running game with NC State. They're one of the best teams in the country at finishing fast breaks. They got one there.
And they lead by 4, 21-17 with 8 minutes to play in the half. Filipowski to the right. There's McCain. Back for Flip. Cycling in. Steps through and dunks it down with 2 hands.
There's a finish for Flip.
Playing well. He's got 8 of the 19. And with 7:49 to play in the half, the Blue Devils are back within 2. O'Connell across midcourt. Surveys the defense. Probing to the right baseline, bounced it in for Burns. Trying to drive Filipowski. Here comes a triple team. Burns kicks to the left. Horn, a ball fake, steps to the right, takes the 3, hits again. DJ Horn already into double figures. He's got 10, and NC State leads by 5 again.
Something he didn't do in the game in Raleigh.
Only had 8 that night. Here's Proctor on the left. He'll take the 3, and there's the answer. His second of the ball game, cuts it to 2. And with 7:10 to play in the half, the Blue Devils starting to heat up from the field. Have made 8 of 20 now, up to 40%. O'Connell to the right, there's Taylor. Looking inside Burns. 1-on-1 with Filipowski. Looking cross court, nobody's home. I think he was expecting a double team again. So he goes into the paint, got it blocked by Flip trying to shoot. Loose ball in the corner, Diarra has it, but he was standing along the sideline. And the Blue Devils will have it when we come back. 6:50 to go until the break. Duke will have it trailing 24-22 when we come back to DC.
Duke fans, customize your car wash experience today with the new Zips Car Wash mobile app. Download the app today and start earning points with every in-app purchase. And get access to app-exclusive offers that save you money. Zips Unlimited members can even earn points for monthly membership purchases. Plus, when you download the app today, your first car wash is on us. Available for iOS and Android. Zips has 33 locations across North Carolina to serve you. Download the Zips Car Wash app today.
Would you like to learn how AI-driven financial strategies can empower you to meet evolving challenges with confidence? OneStream can help you do just that. It's the next generation intelligent finance platform that streamlines corporate performance management processes such as planning, forecasting, financial close, and consolidation. Choose the smarter option. Choose OneStream. Go to onestream.com/AI and streamline your business today.
He'll fire, and it's good.
This is Duke head men's basketball coach John Shire. When it comes to keeping our team healthy, we turn to the team at Duke Sports Medicine. We offer full-service sports medicine care at locations throughout the Triangle, where you can see the same experts used by Duke Athletics. Make an appointment or learn more at dukehealth.org/sportsmedicine. Go Duke.
The crowd loves that.
Blue Devils are starting to heat up from the floor. They trail by 2 to NC State. 6:50 to go in the first half, 24-22. And it's Tyrese Proctor from deep with a couple of triples.
Here's Proctor on the left. He'll take the 3. And there's the answer. His second of the ball game, cuts it to 2.
And Duke now shooting 40% overall from the floor after a 1 of 10 start, 29% from deep, 2 of 7. Kyle Schasberger, John Roth, John Rose, and the voice, David Shoemate, with you back to Capital One Arena in a moment. But first, is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? That's a bold question. It's got that irresistible taste to back it up. It's too bad you can't taste with your ears because this Coke Zero Sugar is really amazing. You'll have to take a taste for yourself. Coke Zero Sugar, best Coke ever? David?
I did take a taste for myself. It's nice to know the trend is growing. I got Kyle looped in.
I don't even drink pop.
Oh, you do drink Coke Zero Sugar, though?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Pop. Okay.
Thanks to Robin Claus.
Reminds me of my old Ohio days.
Over at Coca-Cola. See, John Rose has got a cup over there. And the caffeine seems to have taken effect for the Blue Devils. The offense has started to heat up, yes. John Roth. And it's kind of crazy. It's not exactly a mirror image because Flip isn't in foul trouble, but it's really been Tyrese Proctor who's lit the fuse. And you remember in that first meeting, he had 11 points, all of them coming in the first half when the Blue Devils had a slim 33-30 lead. When Roach and McCain couldn't hit, Flip was in foul trouble. It was Proctor who really carried the day. And here he goes again.
And here he goes again. You're absolutely right. The Blue Devils heating up as Tyrese Proctor heats up. We mentioned earlier how the shooting was so anemic to start the game. They were 1 out of 10 through the first several moments. For their second 10, they've made 7 out of 10. So they're obviously shooting a lot better now to add up to 8 out of 20 from the floor. Mediocre kind of number, but trending in the right direction as they've made this a 2-point game with 6:50 to go in the half.
And the Blue Devils will be in possession, looking to tie or go back in front for the first time since it was 2-0 on 2 Jared McCain free throws. That's the only time the Blue Devils have led in this one. And they'll break the huddle with TJ Power, Jeremy Roach, the sophomore guard, 6'5", 183 out of Sydney, Australia, Tyrese Proctor, Mark Mitchell, and Kyle Filipowski. Proctor loops around in backcourt, brings it across left to right. Surveys the defense, feeds it to Flip on the left, faces up on Diarra. Burns not out there. Middlebrooks back in for NC State. A crossover for Flip. He'll drive Diarra into the paint all the way in, just way too strong. He lays it in. He's got 10, and the game is tied at 24. 6:25 to play in the half. Pass out there for NC State. Stolen by Filipowski up top. One-on-one with Middlebrooks. Scoop it up. Got the roll. Flip it. Takeover mode. And Duke has the lead 26-24. 6:10 to play in the half. And the Blue Devil faithful starting to make some noise. A bounce pass to the left. There's Middlebrooks. Faces up on Flip. A handoff for Horn. Mitchell all over him. Crosses over to the right, jumps up at the top of the key, rimmed out, the rebound for Power. And here comes Duke left to right. They've scored the last 7. Proctor on the left, thinking about it. Instead up top for Flip, inside Mitchell, catches, goes up, and dunks it down. It's a 9-0 run, and Duke leads by 4.
Flip with a great pass from the perimeter down to his man Mitchell underneath.
Pass for NC State, drifts to the left, back to the right, it's Taylor in front of Jeremy Roach. Gets a screen from Middlebrooks to the right baseline. Got airborne, threw it back to Middlebrooks. Drives in on Filipowski, spins. Still spinning, forced it up, around and out. But he's fouled and will shoot 2. And if it's on Filipowski, that's his second. And it is with 5:26 to play in the half. So as well as he's played, it'll be interesting to see if he comes out here.
He just kind of rolled his eyes when the call was made. He knew what the call was going to be. And done a good job of staying out of foul trouble till the 5.5-minute mark.
Middlebrooks 73% on the year, kind of mirrors the NC State effort overall. They're 73% as a team. And we will see Ryan Young come back in after the first free throw for Middlebrooks. The transfer from Clemson rattles home the first. So Flip will lead with 5:26 to play in the half. And one would imagine if the Blue Devils can maintain this lead or perhaps stretch it, he won't play again until the second half. You never know, but that's just a guess. Middlebrooks to shoot one more. Right-handed free throw shooter. Got that one as well. So that snaps the 9-0 push, but the Blue Devils still have the lead, 28-26. They've made each of their last 5 shots from the field. We were talking earlier about nervous energy. It feels like that is all dissipated for John Shire's group right now. Jeremy Roach gets a screen from Ryan Young. Room to shoot, sends it to left Proctor, further to the corner for Power. A ball fake on Horn, back up top for Jeremy. The ball moving much more crisply now. Proctor spins to the baseline, has a double team, so sends it up top for Roach. 9 to shoot. One-on-one with O'Connell. He'll drive him into the paint, kick to the corner. Mitchell, 5 to shoot. Probing, needs some help. Tough two. Too strong in the weak side. Rebound for Taylor. And to fire at the end of the shot clock. And here comes NC State across midcourt. Under 5 minutes to play in the half. Duke up 28-26. It's Taylor crossover. Back up top for O'Connell. Now further to the right of Middlebrooks. Faces up on Young. Hands it off for O'Connell. A couple of dribbles. Right side of the lane. The jumper wouldn't go. And the rebound for TJ Power. And here comes Proctor across midcourt with a 2-point lead. Tyrese, defended by Horn. Lobs it up top for Young. Looking to the left. Power was open. Instead it comes to Jeremy Roach. At the free throw line, back to Young. Back outside. Power 3. Short. And the rebound for Horn. Quick hit ahead for Diarra. One-on-one with Roach. He'll take it in. Missed the layup. The rebound batted into the air. It came to Horn. And NC State can reset. Diarra, left corner 3. Good. Maybe you would rather him make the layup, as NC State has the lead now, 29-28. And a timeout taken by the Blue Devils. It'll extend to a full. We'll take it as well. 4:10 to play until the half. Duke now 29-28.
It's tournament time for your Blue Devils. You can show your support of Duke all year long by purchasing authentic Duke merchandise from DukeStore.com. Our huge assortment of Duke apparel means you won't have to go anywhere else for the perfect t-shirt, jersey, sweatshirt, or hat. The only collection of Duke merchandise in the world that actually comes to you directly from Duke University. DukeStore.com, where real Duke fans shop.
Duke plays here.
Flying in, reverses it, up and in for 2.
This is the Blue Devils Sports Network from Learfield.
It's bow time. Sometimes the craving for Bojangles Supremes is so strong you just gotta have them. Even when your gas tank is on empty and Bojangles is still 10 miles down the highway. Nothing beats the flavor of Bojangles Juicy Golden Supremes, especially when they're part of a perfect combo with 4 boldly seasoned chicken Supremes, a made-from-scratch biscuit, fixin', and some legendary iced tea. The only thing that can satisfy your hunger is that delicious southern flavor. So when the craving is supreme, put the pedal to the metal. It's bow time.
Hey, pork rind lovers, are you ready for a new low-carb salad topper with bold flavor? Croutonez pork rind croutons will be your new go-to topper. Try them on salads, soups, or as an on-the-go snack. Croutonez have the protein-packed crunch that will wake up your taste buds while curbing the carbs. Find Southern Recipe small batch Croutonez in the crouton aisle at Food Lion today.
Two-seeded Duke trails 10-seeded NC State by a point, 29-28, 4:10 remaining in the opening stanza. Wolfpack would have 2 double-digit seeds still remaining in this ACC Tournament 71st edition here on quarterfinal Thursday. Coming up at halftime, we'll reset the tournament field, take a look across the country, some other notables as championship week takes a stranglehold on our country ahead of the NCAA Tournament Selection Sunday coming up right around the corner. We'll have highlights from our first half as well as Kyle Filipowski leads Duke with 12, trailing 29-28. David?
All right, Kyle, thank you very much. Don't forget, tonight's game between Duke and NC State is presented by Duke Stores. Visit shop.duke.edu, where real Duke fans shop. If the Blue Devils can advance, they'll make it to the semifinals. They've been really good in every round of the ACC tournament. The quarterfinals, 45-18 is their record, winning better than 71% of the time. Of course, they've won the title 22 times, including last year, beating Virginia in the championship game. That's the most of any team in the event. They made it to the title game 35 times, and the record of late is bordering on ridiculous. In their last 66 ACC tournament games, 55-11, John.
Wow.
That'll work, as they say.
That's some ACC tournament excellence right there. 3 of the last 6, the Blue Devils have won, 17, 19, and 23. There wasn't one in 20, obviously we remember. Well, there was a day of it, and then things shut down. But.
And It'll be Mitchell to inbound, left baseline, as the Blue Devils used that timeout a moment ago. Bringing it left to right is Tyrese Proctor, Roach, McCain, and Young. The others on the floor. Filipowski on the bench with those 12 points Kyle mentioned with 2 fouls. Mitchell looking to the left, nothing there. To the right, it's McCain. Room on the baseline. Lobs it inside for Young. In traffic, kicks to the left, back up top. Proctor a 3. Rounded out in the rebound for Middlebrooks. The Blue Devils 2 of 9 from 3 here to begin. Proctor has both of the makes. And it's NC State in possession, leading by 1. O'Connell with 3:40 to play in the half. Defended by McCain. Works his way to the right, lobs it inside for Middlebrooks. Going in on Mitchell, got it blocked. Late whistle and a foul. John Shire does not agree. It'll be the first on Mark Mitchell, and 2 free throws coming for NC State.
I know from where we're sitting, even with headphones on, you could hear Mark Mitchell's arm slap the basketball. There was a thud there when he blocked the shot. Not sure what part of the body he got, but he certainly got the basketball.
And it'll be 2 free throws for Middlebrooks, whose only points have come at the line tonight.
The off arm got him, really. It was a good call.
And the first free throw is short. So he'll have one more with NC State leading by 1. And 3:34 to play in the half. Spins it. Sends it on the way. 1 out of 2. So it's a 2-point lead for the Wolfpack. They've led by as many as 7. The Blue Devils have led by as many as 4. 30-28. Very similar to the scoreline we saw in the first half. In Raleigh when the Blue Devils had the 3-point lead at intermission. 33-30, I think was the score of that game, as Young faces up at the top of the key. Looks to the right corner. There's Jared McCain. Nearly lost it. Got airborne. Flipped it high into the air, and he did lose it. Middlebrooks has it for NC State. Outlet pass for Taylor. Baseline drive. Bodied up by Proctor. Cut off. Has to back out into the corner. Whistle. He stepped out of bounds. Lost track of where he was. Proctor reached in to knock it loose. You got to be careful. You don't want to pick up a technical foul there.
I know, that's a...
As Ron Groover stepped in. Blue Devils, after that 9-0 push to take the lead, have gone scoreless over the last 2:37. We'll have a chance to tie or go back in front here. Just over 3 minutes to play in the half.
Yeah, they went up 28-24.
Proctor drifts to the left. Got a screen from Young. Probing, 15 feet out. Underhand bounce pass for Young. Right back to Proctor. The jumper is short. He goes to the deck. The rebound for Horn. Here comes NC State. So the drought extends to the Blue Devils, coming up on 3 minutes now. Burns at the top of the key. Right back to Horn. Cleared some space on McCain. Lobbed it inside for Burns. Floats with the left hand. Missed it. The rebound for Tyrese Proctor. Underhand scoop for Roach in transition, down by 2. Jeremy, stutter step dribble. Nearly lost it. Fed it back up top for Tyrese. Now to the right, McCain. Jared on the drive. Into a double team. Hop, step, and couldn't hit the shot. The rebound fought for. Diarra has it for NC State. So O'Connell across midcourt to the left. Horn, he'll take the 3. Offline right. Long rebound chase down by Proctor. A chance to run. 2 on 3. Weaving to the right baseline. Going to wait for help. Sends it for McCain to the left. There's Mark Mitchell, and now Jeremy Roach has it. Off of a screen. Room to shoot. Opted not to. Thinking about a step back, and now he'll reset and send it to Tyrese Proctor with 15 on the timer. Tyrese at the top of the key. A screen from Young to the corner. Mitchell. He'll take the long one and hit it. They say it's a long 2, and we're tied at 30.
Mark Mitchell drilling it from the corner opposite the NC State bench to make it 30-all.
Said he had a toe on the line, one they might take a peek at to see if it was a 3.
Yeah.
On the right, Taylor for NC State. Bounces it to the baseline and Burns. Young defending him. Faces up. 100 seconds to play in our first half, tied at 30. Burns spinning on Young. Into the paint, nearly lost it. Got it back, forced it up, missed it. Good defense by Young, and the rebound for McCain. A chance to go back in front. Jared on the drive. A crossover on Horn. Steps through and got the roll. He's got 6. Duke back in front, 32-30. 1:20 to play in our first half.
Game of runs. Now the Blue Devils are on 1 to take the lead.
Horn, defended by Tyrese Proctor. Bounces it to the right. Swinging it low is Taylor. Waiting, defended by Roach. Still waiting. Sends it up top for O'Connell. Shot clock down to 8 and 7. To the right, Taylor. A couple of crossovers into the paint. Tough runner. Instead, fed it to the corner. Burns to the left. O'Connell a 3. At the end of the shot clock, he hit it. A desperation heave for O'Connell. He's got 7. And NC State back in front, 33-32, with 45 seconds to play in the half. Proctor behind the back on the dribble is fouled. Trying to find his way through. It'll be on O'Connell. That's his first, just the 5th on NC State. So no free throws yet. Blue Devils have been whistled for 7. Something to keep an eye on at the other end, as NC State would be shooting 1-1 on common fouls. O'Connell, by the way, that's just his 19th three of the season, below 33%, and his only option was to shoot.
And it barely eluded the fingertips of Mark Mitchell, who made a great run out at him.
McCain gets it in for Tyrese Proctor, lobs it to Mitchell. Mark, double team, kicks to the right. Proctor's open, short on the three. Mitchell, an offensive rebound. Saved it for Tyrese, a fresh 20. We're down to 32 seconds to play in the half. About 17 seconds, the differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Roach on the left, probing, sends it up top for Young. Looks to the right, there's Tyrese Proctor again. A ball faking a drive at the right elbow. All the way in, scoop it up, got it blocked by Diarra. And here comes NC State in transition, leading by one. Taylor all the way to the hoop, blocked by Young. And then Taylor touched it last on the way out. Oh, they say out of bounds off the Blue Devils. John Shire does not agree. I thought he caught it on the follow-through, Roth. What did you think?
Yeah, I thought so too, but there's also a few bodies between me and them, so kind of hard to tell. But John Shire certainly had the closer look than anybody, and he felt it was off of the Wolfpack.
And he was right as we get a second look.
Replay.
And it's going to be NC State taking that use it or lose it timeout. We'll break for 30 with 14 seconds to play in the half.
PNC Bank is committed to making a difference in the lives of their customers and communities by helping all move forward financially. As a Main Street bank, they try to do the right thing by their customers with every encounter. Their local teams offer personalized financial advice to help guide customers to making the best decision. They're proud to be part of the Duke Blue Devils community. See how PNC Bank can make a difference for you at PNC.com. PNC Bank National Association, member FDIC.
Back here in Washington, D.C., we got 14 seconds to play in our first half. Didn't nip it tuck. The entire game played in an 11-point window. NC State's led by as many as 7. The Blue Devils by as many as 4. And right now it's the Wolfpack by a penny, 33-32, with 14 seconds to play in the half, and they're in possession. And John Shire still in conversation with Clarence Armstrong about that out-of-bounds call. Significant because the Blue Devils would have had a chance to score before the break. And don't forget, barring a tie-up here in the last 14 seconds, NC State will have the basketball to start the second half.
Right now, the Blue Devils would just like to make sure they make a stand here with 14 seconds left so NC State doesn't add to their 1-point lead before the break.
Horn to inbound, gets it for O'Connell. Comes off of a screen set by Middlebrooks. Backs out to the center court logo. 8 seconds to play in the half. O'Connell looks to the left. They're trying to get Horn loose on the right. A screen from Middlebrooks. Mitchell does well to get over the top of it. 2-and-1. He'll drive into the paint. Tough runner. Got it. At the buzzer, DJ Horn with 12. And it's NC State by 3 at halftime, 35-32. The Blue Devils were led in scoring by Kyle Filipowski. He had 12. Member of the Final Five, 26. He was on the bench with those 2 fouls. And at the break, it's a 3-point game just like it was in Raleigh at halftime. This time the Blue Devils on the wrong end, though. 35-32 our scores. We send it to the studio. And Kyle.
Thanks, David. Coming up at halftime, we'll check the out-of-town scoreboard. Other conference tournaments going on across the country as the nation's top teams look to move on and play on Friday. No automatic bids being secured today. Next up on Saturday, we'll have 13 of them handed out. Highlights from our first half stats, though, as well as NC State leads 35-32, up by 3 at the break. Here in the Blue Devils Sports Network from Learfield.
It's game day, a day where great food, friends, and family always come together. And bringing people together is what Harris Teeter is all about. We make sure you have the best and most delicious game day foods. Whether you're heading to the arena or making your own tailgate at home, Harris Teeter is where Blue Devil fans shop for groceries. And you can save big on your game day celebration just by joining EVIC. Sign up today and save hundreds of dollars per month. Harris Teeter, let's game day together.
I feel happy, Valero Pay Plus app.
I feel happy, it makes savings a snap.
Use it and start saving automatically.
You just save some money, not too shabby.
I feel happy, I'm in and out real fast.
I feel happy, now pit stops are a blast.
Download today and get in on the fun. Valero Pay Plus app, your savings have begun.
Duke Blue Devil basketball in the ACC tournament. More from Capital One Arena after this local timeout.
Since our doors first opened in 1988, the Washington Duke Inn and Golf Club has celebrated the contributions of its namesake, paying tribute to a life of community service and philanthropy. This is the cornerstone of our commitment to the Durham community. Duke family artifacts and photographs can be found throughout the hallways of the inn. Visit us as we continue to celebrate tradition over trend, as we have for more than 30 years. For reservations, visit us at WashingtonDukeInn.com. That's WashingtonDukeInn.com.
Which schools will take home the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup for the 2023-24 college athletics season? You can follow the standings of your favorite school or alma mater at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at thedirectorscup.com. That's thedirectorscup.com and L Directors Cup on Twitter. Trophies will be awarded in June 2024 to the winning institutions in all competitive divisions. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
Blue Devils Sports Network from Learfield. Welcome to the Duke Basketball Halftime Report. Coming up, we'll break down the game's first 20 minutes, update scores from the ACC and the top 25, and preview the second half. Our halftime coverage begins inside the Learfield Network studios. Here's Kyle Schatzberger.
Halftime score from Capital One Arena from our nation's capital. It is 10-seeded NC State leading 2-seeded Duke in the 71st ACC men's basketball tournament, 35-32 at the half. Let's go ahead and reset the tournament field for you as the Blue Devils, the 11th ranked team in the country, are making their debut this week along with three other teams that clinched the double bye. Earlier today, it was top-seeded North Carolina who dispatched Florida State 92-67. Ninth-seeded Seminoles go down. RJ Davis had 18 points. Armando Bacot, 14 and 10. UNC went 8 of 19 from deep. They had a plus 26 rebounding advantage, plus 18 points in the paint edge, and they outscored the Seminoles 26-6 on the fast break. So semifinal number 1 is set from Washington, D.C. It'll feature North Carolina and 4-seeded Pitt. That's after the Panthers knocked off 5-seeded Wake Forest in Game 2 of the day, 81-69. Pitt improves to 3-0 in the ACC tournament against Wake Forest all time. Ishmael Leggett and Blake Hinson each combined for 50 points. So it'll be Pitt and UNC at 7 o'clock tomorrow. The second semifinal will begin at 9:30 Friday night. It will feature either Duke or NC State. And then the winner of Virginia and Boston College, as Tony Bennett's Cavaliers will look to win for the 14th time in 17 tries tonight against Boston College.
We've been in so many games this year that have been close for us to, when we've played well, we've had to be in some tight games. And my hope is that's prepared us for that. And even the last few games being in some games that, whether you call them must win or very significant, important games that you have to show up and play. All that stuff, you use that positively, but you have to set your mind on what you can control and get after it. And then, play as tenacious and as sound and free as you can.
Wahoos are seeking their 8th semifinal appearance in the past 10 years. They won the regular season meeting earlier this year in the Heights, 72-68 back on February 28th. Reese Beekman went for 18 and 5. Quentin Post had 24 and 10 and a loss for the Eagles, who have won 4 straight now, including wins on Tuesday and Wednesday night, playing the third game in as many nights, much like NC State taking on Duke tonight. Wins over Miami 81-65, and then Clemson yesterday as they dismantled the Tigers 76-55. That one coming up about 25 minutes or so after the conclusion of the Wolfpack and the Blue Devils again stayed up 3, 35-32. Other conference tournament action. Let's give you some of the notables across the nation's top teams. Number 1, Houston jumped out to a 60-0 lead in Fort Worth over TCU in the Big 12 quarters. They're going to win 60-45. Number 2, UConn. They led only by a point over Xavier at halftime. That changed in the second half in a big way at MSG.
Up front to Castle. Castle guarded there by Olivari. Into the paint goes alley to Johnson. Oh, one hand, Rip City. Slamson Johnson. Oh, my goodness. What a dunk. 73-49.
Mike Crispino from Learfield. The Huskies knocked down their final 15 field goal makes. 87-60 was the final score as they win by 27 and advance to the semifinal round coming up tomorrow night. Also, number 6, Arizona, top seed in the Pac-12 tournament. They win over USC 70-49. No one gets closer to the game than Sirius XM ACC Radio. Tune in for news, talk, and analysis from the all-season through the regular season and into the postseason. We've got your team covered anywhere you go. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.us/ACC Radio. 10 seconds now for station identification from Learfield. This is Duke Basketball. We'll take you through some of the highlights when we return in a moment. Blue Devils trail the Wolfpack by 3, 35-32 on the Blue Devils Sports Network from Learfield.
for any surface in every season. Continental Tire is the smart choice in tires. From ultra-high performance tires like the Extreme Contact Sport to passenger touring tires to all-terrain light truck tires like the Terrain Contact AT. Continental has a tire that gives you confidence no matter the road conditions. Whether you're looking for summer, all-season, or winter tires, Continental Tire has something to fit your needs. Visit ContinentalTire.com to find your ideal tire. Continental Tire, a proud partner of the Duke Blue Devils.
At the North Carolina Education Lottery, we love to celebrate winners. So I hired a town crier to announce Pick 3, Pick 4, and Cash 5 winners.
Hear ye, hear ye.
But there are thousands of winners every day.
Oyez, oyez, oyez.
I may not have thought this through.
A proclamation of jubilant accord.
Who gave him a bell?
Daily draw games. What will you do with your win? Must be 18 to play. See Pick 3, Pick 4 and Cash 5 prize and odds charts at nclottery.com for details. Problem gambling helpline 877-718-5543.
For the latest in news, notes, and special content, head to GoDuke.com. This is the Blue Devils Sports Network from Learfield.
Hey, pork rind lovers. Are you ready for a new low-carb salad topper with bold flavor? Croutonez pork rind croutons will be your new go-to topper. Try them on salads, soups, or as an on-the-go snack. Croutonez have the protein-packed crunch that will wake up your taste buds while curbing the carbs. Find Southern Recipe small batch Croutonez in the crouton aisle at Food Lion today.
PNC Bank is committed to making a difference in the communities they call home. That includes celebrating student difference makers through their PNC Achievers program, recognizing the best examples of local student leadership, community service, and academic achievement. They're proud to be part of the Duke Blue Devils community. PNC Bank. See how they can make a difference for you at PNC.com. The PNC Financial Services Group, Incorporated. All rights reserved.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Duke University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the express written consent of Duke University and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by Duke University.
Duke trails NC State at halftime, 35-32, ACC tournament action. Quarterfinals here from Capital One Arena. Kyle Shasberg with you inside Studio 21. NC State led by as many as 7 in that first half. But Kyle Filipowski, the leading scorer for the Blue Devils, helping to command a charge that saw him go back ahead after the halfway point.
Pass out there for NC State. Stolen by Filipowski up top. One-on-one with Middlebrook. Scoop it up. Got the roll. Flip it. Takeover mode. And Duke has the lead 26-24.
Filipowski with 12 points to lead the Blue Devils in scoring. He was also dishing inside to Mark Mitchell.
Proctor on the left, thinking about it. Instead up top for Flip. Inside Mitchell. Catches. Goes up. And dunks it down. It's a 9-0 run, and Duke leads by 4.
And Jared McCain had 6 points. He was second in scoring, tied with Mark Mitchell and Tyrese Proctor. His bucket late gave the Blue Devils a 2-point lead.
Jared on the drive. A crossover on Horn. Steps through. And got the roll. He's got 6. Duke back in front, 32-30.
But the Wolfpack have seesawed back in front at halftime, 35-32. John Roth will have a look at the first half numbers when we return in a moment. This is Duke basketball from Learfield.
For generations, hardworking people have relied on Ford F-Series trucks to help grow businesses, communities, families. A legacy of capability and technology that has made Ford F-Series America's best-selling trucks 47 years straight. This is the next generation of Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2023 calendar year total sales.
Duke basketball in the ACC tournament.
Jumps up from 3. Give it to him.
More from the nation's capital after these local messages.
Duke fans know about excellence and achievement and the value of a Duke education. So when someone is injured and needs legal help, it makes sense to call the law offices of James Scott Farron, a statewide law firm managed by a Duke Law graduate. If you're injured in an auto accident or on the job, call on the Hurt Line, 1-800-HURT-LINE. The law offices of James Scott Barron, headquartered near Duke at 555 Mangum Street in Durham, North Carolina.
At Reed's Jewelers, we know that the rules of engagement were made to be broken. So don't settle for the first ring you see in the case. When you put a ring on it, make the moment your own with something that's just as unique as your love. Whether you're going big, keeping it subtle, or finding a happy medium, we're here to help you say I do with a one-of-a-kind design. Because doing things your way is what makes them mean everything. Reed's Jewelers, an official partner of Blue Devil Sports. Visit your local Reed's Jewelers in-store or online at reeds.com to chat with an expert.
Halftime of the quarterfinal of the ACC basketball tournament in Washington, D.C., and the number 2 seed Duke Blue Devils trail NC State 35-32. Let's check out some of the halftime numbers presented by Steel. Step up your game with Steel battery tools. First, the Blue Devils offensively led by Kyle Filipowski with 12 points on 6 out of 7 shooting. Also had 3 steals and 5 rebounds to lead in those categories. Unfortunately, played only 14 minutes because they had to sit out the last several minutes due to picking up 2 fouls late in the half. Other scorers for the Blue Devils, Mark Mitchell, Jared McCain, and Tyrese Proctor, 6 points apiece, and Jeremy Roach with 2, the total of 32 on 41% shooting. 3-point land, not too kind of the Blue Devils, just 2 out of 10 from beyond the arc. On NC State side, their leading scorer also has 12 points. It's DJ Horn off the bench, hitting 5 out of 8 shots, including a couple of threes, 7 for Michael O'Connell and 5 apiece for Diarra and Burns. They hit 46% of their shots and did much better from behind the 3-point line at 45%, 5 out of 11. Duke did out-rebound the Wolfpack 20-16. And turnovers pretty even, 7 for NC State and 6 for the Blue Devils. So, Blue Devils down by 3 after NC State got a shot at the buzzer from DJ Horn. 20 minutes to play to see who moves on to the semifinals. And we've got it coming your way next. You're listening to Duke Basketball from Learfield.
Would you like to learn how AI-driven financial strategies can empower you to meet evolving challenges with confidence? OneStream can help you do just that. It's the next generation intelligent finance platform that streamlines corporate performance management processes such as planning, forecasting, financial close, and consolidation. Choose the smarter option. Choose OneStream. Go to onestream.com/AI and streamline your business today.
Follow the Blue Devils on and off the hardwood at Duke MBB. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and more. This is Duke Basketball from Learfield.
Let me grab my car keys and we'll roll.
We still going to that new bar downtown?
Yeah, it's supposed to be fun. Lexi, give me driving directions from home to downtown bar district.
Autocorrect. Suggest Uber. Pick up. Home. Drop off downtown bar district.
No, I'm driving.
Suggest the Metro bus. Departing in 12 minutes.
Point taken, Lexi. We'll grab a ride.
If you drink, don't drive. Decide to ride. Brought to you in partnership by Anheuser-Busch, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, and Uber.
I feel happy. Valero Pay Plus app.
I feel happy. It makes savings a snap.
Use it and start saving automatically.
You just save some money. Not too shabby.
I feel happy. I'm in and out real fast.
I feel happy. Now pit stops are a blast.
Download today and get in on the fun. Valero Pay Plus app, your savings have begun.
Second half with the Blue Devils trailing 35-32 to NC State here in the quarterfinals of the ACC tournament. Washington, D.C. David Schmidt alongside John Roth. John Rose, our producer and engineer. Kyle Schatzberger back inside our network studios. Continue to draw parallels between this and the first meeting. The Blue Devils led that by 3 in Raleigh at halftime. Ended up winning by 15 tonight. They trailed by 3, but the shooting percentages in that first meeting at the half, the Blue Devils were only shooting 33% from the field, 25% from 3, 4 out of 16 tonight. As John told you, 40% from the field, 20% from 3. The good news in the second half, they shot 63% in Raleigh, including making 5 threes. I'm sure we'd love to see something like that here tonight in the second half. NC State will have it first. We'll watch the Blue Devils go right to left here in the second stanza from our perch behind the scorer's table here just adjacent to the Blue Devil bench at Capital One Arena. NC State has it first. Starters back out there for both sides. I say that Morcell's going to start the second half, or excuse me, it's going to be Taylor who starts the second half on the bench as Horn is out there, and immediately we get a whistle and a foul on the Blue Devils as Mark Mitchell was trying to defend inside off the ball. That'll be his second. Something to keep an eye on. There's a little bit of foul difficulty. McCain, Mitchell, and Filipowski now each with 2. The starters back out there for John Shire. Roach, Mitchell, Filipowski, McCain, and Proctor. Off the inbound, Morcell comes wide open and dunks it down. His first field goal. Wolfpack has done that a couple times tonight off the inbound. Got an easy 2, and they lead by 5, 37-32. They've scored the last 7. Filipowski sends it to the left. There's Jeremy Roach. Looking up top. Nothing there. Man, Filipowski thrown to the deck by Diarra, and the whistle goes, and that'll be his second. Kyle up, rubbing his right knee. Looks to be all right. And trying to walk it off. The Blue Devils will inbound on the baseline to our left on the left side of the hoop. And it'll work out of a 7-point hole early in the first half. Did so effectively, including a 9-0 run that saw them go up by 4. Just kind of seesaw action back and forth the rest of the way. And now the Littles are down by 5 again. Off the inbound, it's Filipowski slicing in, looking for space. Spins, goes up, got it blocked by Diarra, got it back. No, they're going to call a tie-up. Excuse me, the alternating possession. We'll keep it on this end of the floor. So the Littles inbound again, but now the possession arrow flips and NC State has it. As Proctor gets it in for flip, right back to Tyrese. In the left corner, can't hit the 3, it's short. And Diarra the rebound for NC State. Wolfpack throws across midcourt, leading 37-32. Horn drifts to the left, defended by Mitchell. Jumps up from 3, missed it. Diarra an offensive rebound and a putback.
NC State's just their second offensive rebound of the game, but they made good work of that one.
And they've equaled their biggest lead of the night at 7, 39-32. Mitchell up top, drives, going to work on Burns, rises up in the paint, left it short, and the rebound for Diarra. So the second half beginning just like the first did, with the Blue Devils unable to hit. And now NC State a chance to build on this 7-point lead. 18:42 to go. It's Horn up top, crossing over on Mitchell, looking for space, wants to drive him into the paint, nearly fell down, kicks to the right corner, O'Connell. 10 to shoot as he backs out on Mitchell. Waiting, feeds the pass for Diarra, couldn't catch it on the baseline, able to save it though. Horn has it now, 4 to shoot, stepping through a double team, whistle, offensive foul. They say Horn hooked his way by, and that'll be his first.
Horn a little incredulous on that one, still discussing it as he walks down the court.
And he is still barking at Ron Groover. Blue Devils in possession, looking for a bucket. They've missed their first 3 here in the second half. Flip has it on the left, defended by Diarra, outside the 3-point line. Looking to the right, Roach trying to come off a couple of screens, cannot, so they hand it off to Tyrese Proctor. Bobbled it, settles it, sends it to the right, and Mark Mitchell. Burns sags off of him. Up top Tyrese, down to the left, and Roach. Jeremy with 9 to shoot, working on Horn. Step back 3, rimmed out, and the rebound inside for NC State and Diarra. So the Blue Devils 0 for 4 to start things here in the second half. The Wolfpack have hit 2 of their first 3, and they built their lead back to 7. 2 minutes gone in the second half. O'Connell on the right, lobs it off for Morcell. Roach defending. Low with the basketball, drives the baseline, cut off by Flip to the opposite corner. Diarra bobbled it, wants to drive Mitchell, spinning at the left block, whips it up top for Morcell. 5 to shoot, right baseline, fade away, way too strong. Rebound tapped up by O'Connell, claimed by Filipowski. And here come the Blue Devils, just looking for some offense. It's McCain in transition, in the corner, back for McCain. 3 ball up, short. Rebound into the hands of Horn. Blue Devils 2 of 13 from 3. It's Horn across midcourt. Driving on McCain, got to the baseline and scored. Blue Devils might be looking for a timeout as Horn now has 14. 3 minutes gone in the second half. The deficit is 9, and John Shire will indeed call for time. 17:07 to go in Washington, D.C. The Blue Devils with work to do, down 41-32.
Every day in the U.S., more than 9 people are killed and 1,000 injured in crashes involving a distracted driver. You can't control other motorists, but you can control how you operate your vehicle. Avoid distractions while driving, like texting or checking social media. Brought to you by Trusted Choice Independent Insurance Agents of North Carolina. Learn more at trustedchoice.com/GoDuke.
To learn more, visit your local Trusted Choice Independent Agency, Alpha Risk Management in Durham, or go to alphariskmanagement.net.
For any surface in every season, Continental Tire is the smart choice in tires. From ultra-high performance tires like the Extreme Contact Sport to passenger touring tires to all-terrain light truck tires like the Terrain Contact AT. Continental has a tire that gives you confidence no matter the road conditions. Whether you're looking for summer, all-season, or winter tires, Continental Tire has something to fit your needs. Visit ContinentalTire.com to find your ideal tire. Continental Tire, a proud partner of the Duke Blue Devils.
Duke fans know about excellence and achievement and the value of a Duke education. So when someone is injured and needs legal help, it makes sense to call the law offices of James Scott Farron, a statewide law firm managed by a Duke Law graduate. If you're injured in an auto accident or on the job, call on the Hurt Line, 1-800-HURT-LINE. The law offices of James Scott Farron, headquartered near Duke at 555 Mangum Street in Durham, North Carolina.
Postseason coverage of Duke basketball is presented by Duke Stores. Online at shop.duke.edu, where real Duke fans shop.
Back here in our nation's capital, where the Blue Devils find themselves down by 9, 41-32, with 17:07 to go in the quarterfinals. David Shoemate alongside John Roth. John Rose, our producer and engineer. Back inside our network studios is Kyle Schatzberger. Don't forget that Valley Sports has the inside scoop on all things Duke athletics. Kick off your weekend with expert analysis, coach interviews, and game highlights on Duke All Access every Friday at 2 o'clock on Valley Sports and the Valley Sports app. Well, the second half has started much like the first did when the Blue Devils couldn't buy a bucket. Finally got on the board with a couple of free throws. And now here in the second half, 0 for 5 to start, including 3 misses from deep. Jared McCain, who came in better than 40% from 3 on the year, has missed his 2 attempts. Jeremy Roach, 44+% on the year, has missed his 3 attempts. Tyrese Proctor, 37%. He's made 2, but he's also missed 4. Uncharacteristic for the best three-point shooting team in the ACC. And your hope there, I guess, John Roth, is that the law of averages starts to even that out a little bit.
Yeah, Duke finished the ACC regular season leading the league in both overall field goal percentage and three-point field goal percentage. You wouldn't know that from watching the shooting tonight. Overall hitting 35% from the field and 15% from three-point range. But there are 17 minutes remaining here, and the Blue Devils coming out of this timeout need to make a move.
Starters still out there, including the sophomore forward, 6'9", 232 out of Kansas City, Kansas. Mark Mitchell wearing number 25. And, of course, the senior captain, number 3, Jeremy Roach, 6'2", 180 out of Leesburg, Virginia. Flip, McCain, and Proctor as well. On the right, it's McCain. Finds a cutter and flip off the right window. That's a good way to get the offense going. He's got 14, and it's a 7-point game, and the Blue Devil bench pops up with a little bit of energy.
He's the one guy who has been hitting a great percentage in this game. Now 7 out of 9.
41-34 as we drift under 17 minutes to go. A bounce pass finds Burns, slicing it on Mitchell, and he got the layup to go off the left side. DJ Burns has 7, and NC State leads by 9 again. Proctor for the trailer, Mitchell to the right, McCain. Off of the, turned down the screen. Fed it inside for Flip. One-on-one with Diarra. Backs him down once, twice, steps through, spins, goes up, got it blocked, trying to get it back. He did. Trying to save it into the corner. It came to Proctor. And back up top for Jeremy Roach. 10 to shoot. Gets a screen from Mitchell. Jeremy drives into the paint. Raked at by Morcell, and he lost it. Out of there with it is Horn at NC State. So the Blue Devils turn it over for the 7th time tonight. And the Wolfpack a chance to add to a 9-point lead 4 minutes into the second half. O'Connell has it for NC State. Defended by Roach up top. Working with a right-hand dribble. Gets a screen from Burns. Looking to the left. Crossed over that way. Fed it to Burns. Roach defending him. Forced it up over him. Missed the jumper. And the rebound for Filipowski. An outlet pass for Tyrese Proctor. On the right, defended by Horn. Waits for the trailer flip. Right back to Tyrese. To the left, Roach. A clean look. And he hits a 3.
Roach needed that, and so did the Blue Devils.
Back within 6, 43-37 with 15:35 to go. O'Connell lobs it for Burns at the top of the key. Sends it to the right. There's Horn. Proctor in his hip pocket. Horn looking for space. Worked himself into a trap. Fed it to the post, and Burns. 12 to shoot. Cross court. O'Connell's open. And he answers for the Wolfpack. A left side 3, and he's into double figures with 10. 46-37 with 15:15 to go. Filipowski spinning, fed it to the right of McCain. Back up top, Tyrese. To the left, Mitchell bobbled it, got it back, fed it to Tyrese. Drives the left side, went for the scoop, missed it. Offensive rebound, Mitchell back up and in off the left. He's got 8, 46-39. 5 minutes into the second half. Got to string together some stops now.
Rare second chance points for the Blue Devils in this game. Just the second field goal they've scored off the second opportunity.
Burns into the corner. Morcell has it on the left. Trying to back down Jeremy Roach. Nearly fell down. Worked his way into a triple team. Back up top to Burns. Cross court. Found O'Connell. Steps closer from 15 and scores again. We told you O'Connell had 16 in each of his last 2. He's got 12 now. And if you look in his previous 12 games before that, 0 games in double figures. And now he's done it 3 in a row. And NC State leads by 9. Filipowski has it on the right. The Wolfpack have made 4 of their last 5 from the field. Flip, waiting for help. Wants to drive, goes in on Diarra, nearly fell down, collects himself, put it off the window. Oh, it came out. And the rebound for NC State. Did everything but go. And as we approach 14 minutes to play, the deficit is still 9, 48-39. And O'Connell content to hold out near midcourt. Remember, this is the 3rd game in as many days for NC State. It isn't for Horn. This is just his second, but you wonder if the Blue Devils can push the pace and maybe fatigue NC State. Morcell left side of the paint, jumper up. No, the rebound for Mitchell. And Proctor maybe sensing that, going to push it across midcourt in a hurry. Crossing over, backs out on the left. Gets a screen from Filipowski. Sends it to the left corner and Jeremy Roach. Looking inside for Flip. Swings it low. Now Mitchell has it. Jumps up from 3 and hits it. They say a 2, but they're going to look at it. I thought he was behind the line. As it is, he's into double figures with 10. Confident looking stroke, so call it a long 2, and it's 48-41.
Twice now that Mitchell's had his foot near the line for a long shot.
DR at the other end drives, draws a foul, and he'll shoot 2 when we come back. The foul on McCain will be his 3rd. We'll take a break, 13:23 to go. Blue Devils down 48-41.
At the North Carolina Education Lottery, we love to celebrate winners. So I hired a town crier to announce Pick 3, Pick 4, and Cash 5 winners.
Hear ye, hear ye. But there are thousands of winners every day.
Oyez, oyez, oyez.
I may not have thought this through.
A proclamation of jubilant accord.
Who gave him a bell?
Daily draw games. What will you do with your win? Must be 18 to play. See Pick 3, Pick 4 and Cash 5 prize and odds charts at nclottery.com for details. Problem Gambling Helpline 877-718-5543.
Duke Blue Devil basketball in the ACC tournament. More from Washington, D.C. after this local break.
Hey, pork rind lovers. Are you ready for a new low-carb salad topper with bold flavor? Croutonez pork rind croutons will be your new go-to topper. Try them on salads, soups, or as an on-the-go snack. Croutonez have the protein-packed crunch that will wake up your taste buds while curbing the carbs. Find Southern Recipe small batch Croutonez in the crouton aisle at Food Lion today.
It's bow time. Sometimes the craving for Bojangles Supremes is so strong you just gotta have them. Even when your gas tank is on empty and Bojangles is still 10 miles down the highway. Nothing beats the flavor of Bojangles Juicy Golden Supremes, especially when they're part of a perfect combo with 4 boldly seasoned chicken Supremes, a made-from-scratch biscuit, fixin', and some legendary iced tea. The only thing that can satisfy your hunger is that delicious southern flavor. So when the craving is supreme, put the pedal to the metal. It's bow time.
Nation's capital, 13:23 to play in the ball game. The Blue Devils trailing by 7, perhaps 6. We're still waiting on clarification whether or not it was a 2 or 3 for Mark Mitchell a moment ago as they continue to look it over. Remind you that Blue Devil basketball is brought to you in part by Coca-Cola's Coke Zero Sugar, the best Coke ever. Speaking of best ever, perhaps this summer makes you the best fan ever. Coke Zero Sugar leaves everything out there on game day. 0 sugar, 0 calories, and always bringing that irresistible taste that keeps you coming back for more. Is it the best Coke ever? Take a taste. And now we do have confirmation that was a 3 for Mark Mitchell. So give him 11 points on the night. He and Flip have 25 of the 42, and it makes it a 6-point game with Diarra going to the free throw line out of the timeout. And the Blue Devils trying to will their way back into this thing. Give NC State some credit. They play well offensively. And it kind of feels like, I don't know what you think, John, kind of a yin and yang feel. When the Blue Devil offense is going, they're having a hard time getting stops. When they can't score, they've been able to kind of stay in it with their defense.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And right now, it's with 13:23 to go. It's time to try to get a set of yin and yang. Get them got a both in union here down the stretch of this contest if they want to be playing again tomorrow. Because NC State's playing very well, and they've got kind of the feeling on their side, the momentum. They've got 2 wins. They're looking for a 3rd in a row, and a lot of things are working for the Wolfpack, including, again, here in the second half, their shooting's at 55%. So the Blue Devils concentrating on getting stops and then answering at the other end as well.
By the way, tip of the hat to Tyrese Proctor. The Blue Devils playing without Caleb Foster, missing another game tonight with a lower leg injury. He went the distance in each of the last 2, and he hadn't left the floor yet tonight.
He has not, yeah. He's been doing it. Yeah.
It'll be Diarra to shoot 2 out of the timeout. The Wolfpack tonight at the free throw line are 4 out of 6. Diarra on the year, just under 65%. Right-handed free throw shooter. The transfer from Missouri hits the first.
Observing Ramadan, and has not been eating from sun up to sundown, so they kind of force feed him with all kinds of fluids and things. As soon as the sun goes down, they come out here to get ready to play, but no food or drink, not even water during the day for him.
As he hits a pair of free throws, not showing any of the effects of that right now. He's got 9.
Not.
And the NC State lead is 8, 50-42, with 13:20 to go. Proctor across midcourt, surveys the defense. Lobs it to Filipowski on the right. Beyond the three-point line, back up top to Mitchell. Sends it to the right. There's McCain looking inside. Flip catches. Going to work on Diarra. Spins to the middle. Rises up and scores. Feels like Flip can do that whenever he wants. He's got 16, and it's down to 6 as we go under 13 minutes to play.
Blue Devils need a steady diet of that here to get this thing going.
O'Connell across midcourt for the Wolfpack. Works to the left. Found Horn off of a screen. Probing to the left baseline. Fed it into the pocket for Middlebrooks. Up top O'Connell. Stutter step dribble. Elbow jumper too strong. The rebound fought for. Still loose. Who wants it? Proctor has it. A hit ahead for McCain on the right. Into the paint. A lot of contact out of bounds. It'll stay with the Blue Devils. As they say, Middlebrooks knocked it out cleanly.
McCain looking for a foul, but at least the Blue Devils will get the ball back underneath the basket.
And because it was a transition opportunity, still 25 to shoot. Off the inbound, it's Filipowski. One-on-one with Diarra. Going to work again at the right block. Rises up, scores again. Just feed the big fella. He's got 18, and it's down to 4. 50-46 with 12:20 to go. A tap of the head with the left hand for O'Connell to call out the play for NC State. Middlebrooks has it now. The Duke fans starting to make some noise. A handoff on the left for Taylor. Off of the screen, got airborne, fed it to Middlebrooks. On Mitchell, trying to back him down. Rises up, rimmed off, the rebound for Mitchell. A chance to get a little bit closer with Jeremy Roach on the right. Across midcourt, a crossover, a drive. All the way in, put it up, drew a foul. They say the foul was on the floor, I believe, and that's going to chase us to another timeout. The foul on Middlebrooks will be his first. 12 minutes to go. The Blue Devils back within 4, 50-46.
It's tournament time for your Blue Devils. You can show your support of Duke all year long by purchasing authentic Duke merchandise from DukeStore.com. Our huge assortment of Duke apparel means you won't have to go anywhere else for the perfect t-shirt, jersey, sweatshirt, or hat. The only collection of Duke merchandise in the world that actually comes to you directly from Duke University. DukeStore.com, where real Duke fans shop.
Let me grab my car keys and we'll roll.
We still going to that new bar downtown?
Yeah, it's supposed to be fun. Lexi, give me driving directions from home to downtown bar district.
Autocorrect. Suggest Uber. Pick up home. Drop off downtown bar district.
No, I'm driving.
Suggest the Metro bus. Departing in 12 minutes.
Point taken, Lexi. We'll grab a ride.
If you drink, don't drive. Decide to ride. Brought to you in partnership by Anheuser-Busch, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, and Uber.
Would you like to learn how AI-driven financial strategies can empower you to meet evolving challenges with confidence? OneStream can help you do just that. It's the next generation intelligent finance platform that streamlines corporate performance management processes such as planning, forecasting, financial close, and consolidation. Choose the smarter option. Choose OneStream. Go to onestream.com/AI and streamline your business today.
12 minutes to go in this one. The Blue Devils down 50-46, trying to work their way back into it in the quarterfinals of the ACC tournament. Be sure to catch Duke All Access with head coach John Shire Sundays at noon on ABC 11. And don't forget the ABC 11 mobile app is your ticket to Duke basketball highlights and the latest from the First Alert forecast. Just tap the app and make it your own from ABC 11 Eyewitness News. And John, we were kind of talking about it during the break. Sometimes basketball is a complex game. Sometimes it's fairly simple. The Wolfpack, at least for the moment, are going to let Diarra defend Filipowski one-on-one, and I think the Blue Devils will take that matchup. Sometimes just let the big dog eat, right?
I think that has seen that here over the last 3 or 4 minutes, and every time the Blue Devils have fed Filipowski, he's gotten a good look at the basket, and he's led the Blue Devils back into this contest. In the first half, Duke had that 9-0 run to wipe out a state lead and take a lead themselves, and it was mostly Kyle Filipowski during that run. And right now, they've kind of got the same thing going on, different kind of shots, different kind of plays, but good half-court offense, feed and flip right in front of the basket. He goes to work with a couple of post moves and hits the field goal. So he's up to 18 points on 9 out of 13 shooting, also with 9 rebounds, so he's on the verge of 9th double-double of the season. Diarra's also got his 9 points and 9 rebounds, so he's kind of matching them statistically, but on the offensive end for Duke, it's time for the Blue Devils to continue in this mode.
He hasn't had a double-double in his last 5, talking about flip, so
Diarra's
on both ends.
Diarra's not out there now as we come back from this break.
Yeah, the starters back out there for John Shire. Mitchell, Proctor, McCain, Roach, and we talked about Filipowski, sophomore center, wear number 30, 7-footer, 248, out of Westtown, New York. For NC State, it's Burns, Taylor, Horn, Middlebrooks, and Morcell. Proctor inbound, left baseline, right side of the hoop. Blue Devils made each of their last 3 from the field, trying to add to it here, but first a foul on the inbounding action as Horn ran over Jared McCain, and that'll be his second.
Horn trying to talk his way out of it, but that did not go well.
Bill Covington just said something to the Blue Devil bench to the effect of, if Jared McCain does that again, I'm going to throw him out. I don't really know what he did. Anyway. Proctor to inbound, looking left corner, not there, bounces it for Mitchell in the right corner. Crossing over on Burns, backs him down at the right elbow, backs out, and now feeds Filipowski. Half the shot clock is gone, 11:50 to go here in D.C. It's Proctor on the drive, into the paint, scooping with the right hand for 2. Tyrese's first points of the second half, and it's down to 2, 50-48. The Blue Devils have scored the last 6. And it's Taylor to bring it across midcourt. And the Duke fans really starting to make some noise. Taylor lobs it to the right. There's Horn. Wants to drive Proctor. Backs out. Gets a screen from Burns. A double team. Spinning in some trouble. Oh, and Proctor gets called for a reach-in. And that'll be his first. And now we get a whistle. And as Ron Groover steps in. Nope. The 2 teams weren't near each other. Horn is talking to Kevin Keats, and Bill Covington's a part of that conversation. John Shire saying if there's going to be a conversation we had, I'd like to be a part of it as well. And whatever was being sorted out has been dispensed with. And with 11:25 to go, NC State will inbound on the right sideline. That's the 3rd foul on the Blue Devils. NC State's been whistled for 4. Morcell to inbound on the right sideline. McCain to contest it. Sends it up top for DJ Horn. Works his way to left, trying to turn the corner on Filipowski. Bounces it for Middlebrooks on the right baseline. Back up top, Morcell. 12 on the timer. Wants to drive McCain into the paint. High off the window. Counted in a foul. Who's that on? Bill Covington spotted the infraction. If it's on McCain, that's 4. It's on Proctor. That'll be his second. As we get another look. Morcell able to score. It is on McCain. So that is his 4th. That is a huge development with 11:16 to go. And it'll be Morcell at 81% at the line to try to take the lead back to 5. On the way. Good.
You expect those are going to be automatic. That Louisville game to open this tournament, he was 13 for 13 from the free throw stripe in that contest.
So down by 5, the Blue Devils will bring it across midcourt, and McCain has gone to the bench. With 11:16 to go, and back into the game comes TJ Power. On the right, it's Jeremy Roach. Looking inside, Flip has it now on the right baseline. Waiting, backing down on Burns, going to work in the paint, steps through, slapped that, got it back, goes up, a lot of contact, got it back again, and scored off the left. John Shire livid because we saw a touch foul at the other end, and Filipowski playing football, but he worked his way through it, and the Blue Devils are back within 3. 53-50, 10:42 to go. Horn drifts to the right, a bounce pass for Morcell. Waiting, backs out, trying to turn the corner on Mark Mitchell, cannot. All the way back out to the center circle, 10 to shoot. Jumps up from 3, way too strong. The rebound knocked loose, and it came to NC State. Proctor on the deck, and Morcell drives and dunks. NC State takes advantage, and they lead by 5 again with 10:19 to go. Here's Mitchell at the top of the key. Looking inside. Bounces it for Filipowski. One-on-one with Middlebrooks at the left block. Backs him down once, twice, waits, steps through, takes the contact, and he'll shoot 2 this time as Middlebrooks will pick up his second. As the foul is called on Ben Middlebrooks. To remind you that Food Line is the proud sponsor of the Score to Give More program. The Blue Devils have made just 4 free throws tonight to make it 458 on the year. And Food Line has donated 30,000 meals to help our neighbors in need. First one for Flip, first of the night, and he missed it short. Burns will come out, Diarra back in. 10:06 to go in a 5-point game. Blue Devils trailing 55-50. See if Flip can cut it to 4. Right-handed free throw shooter. Got that one. So 21 for Filipowski.
He's got his 20-10 double-double, 21 points and 10 boards with still 10 minutes to go.
But 20 or more for the 12th time this year, now 9 double-doubles on the season. We drift past the midway point of the second half. The Littles have trailed by as many as 9. Right now they've cut it to 4. Horn at the top of the key, sends it to the right. And Morcell wants to drive on TJ Power into the paint, spins, steps through once, twice, kicks it back out for Horn. 6 to shoot. Drives by Proctor, put it up. Awkward looking 2, missed it. Middlebrooks an offensive rebound, a kick out for Taylor's 3. That's good. NC State taking advantage on the offensive glass, and they lead by 7 again, 58-51.
Taylor hasn't done a lot offensively in this game, but ready to shoot that time and drilled it.
At the other end, Rocha drives, scoop it up, missed it. Mitchell trying to get the rebound. Middlebrooks ripped it away. And now they're going to get Rocha on a reach and a frustration foul in backcourt. That'll be his second. And with 9:20 to go, NC State has it back. And they've seized the momentum back. 58-51 our score.
Yeah, the Blue Devils have done a nice job getting it down to a 2-point game at 50-48.
How about this?
NC
John
State
Shire
responded.
Sensing that, bringing McCain back in with 4 fouls as TJ Power will leave.
He only sat out about a minute and a half after picking up the 4th foul.
Blue Devils have hit some shots, 5 of their last 7. But NC State continues to sizzle from the field, 9 of 18 since the break and 2 of 4 from deep. Horn has it. Underhand scoop for Morcell. Faces up. Waits, wants to drive on Mark Mitchell. Behind the back, step back 2 on the right. Rimmed out, and the rebound for Jeremy Roach. Here's Proctor across midcourt. 9 minutes to go, down by 7. In the corner, Mitchell on the left. Drives on Middlebrooks. Spins, backs him down, looking for space. Back outside for Roach. Plenty of time, 20 to shoot. Jeremy wants to drive. Sends it to the right of McCain. Off of a screen set by Flip. McCain splits a double team into 3 defenders. Somehow found his way through. And then traveled and turned it over. With 8:44 to go, NC State will get it back. The Blue Devils had those 5 early turnovers, just 3 since. But an inopportune time to have one, down by 7, with just 8:40 to go.
Only 2 turnovers in this half.
58-51 our score. It's Horn across midcourt. Looking for a screen from Taylor, turns it down, drifts to the left. Filipowski crashes out at him. Horn wants to drive Proctor into the paint, dumped it off for Middlebrooks, reverse layup. It crawled off, and the rebound for Tyrese Proctor. Quick hit ahead for McCain on the right. Won't shoot this time. Instead, he'll drive, take some contact, and he'll shoot 2. With 8:19 to go, we'll see who they tag the foul on. It'll be on Morcell, and that's his 3rd. And McCain to the line. He's made 2 tonight. Jared averages, I should say, 14 points a game this year. He's got 6. All of them were before the break. And he's yet to make a 3. 0 for 2. Of course, the Blue Devils know they'll be in the NCAA tournament next week. NC State's only path is to win the ACC tournament.
Which is a very difficult task when you're playing on Tuesday to have to win 5 games in 5 days. That has never been done in the ACC.
And They were down early against Louisville, fought their way back, scoring a season-high 94 points, and then last night used a 21-2 run, I think it was, in the second half to blow it open, as we have a stoppage and Ron Groover telling Horn to leave, or maybe there's blood on the hand of Middlebrooks is what's going on. And our lead official exchanges a laugh with Kevin Keats.
First aid
working on the left hand of Middlebrooks.
State bench.
Kevin Keats has now come to midcourt to talk to Bill Covington. John Shire is going to use the time to talk to his team just in front of us to the left, and what is ever being tended to on the bench has now been decided. And now it'll be McCain to shoot 2. With 8:19 to go, down by 7. The Blue Devils trying to rally here in our nation, and another stoppage. The Blue Devils are being iced at the free throw line by multiple stoppages, and John Shire comes over. And now it's O'Connell who substituted before the first free throw, so Horn has to come back into the game when O'Connell has to sit on the sideline. Meanwhile, Jared McCain does a lot of stretching. He might want to try to do some out at the free throw line. It's been a better part of a minute we've been delayed here.
All that meditation and visualization.
You can tell that Jared's visibly frustrated as he backs out, centers himself.
He's already gone through his routine a couple of times here, mental routine.
Shakes the right hand loose. Missed the free throw. I mean, you're the advantage player. You got fouled, and then you got to wait about 5 minutes before you can shoot the free throw. And Jeremy Roach steps in. A quick word for the freshman. See if Jared can hit 1 out of 2 and cut it to 6. On the way. Got that one. So 7 for McCain, 58-52. Plenty of time. You got to get some stops. Start to string together some things at the offensive end. Middlebrooks works his way to the left. Clears some space, fed it to Taylor, who ran in. Middlebrooks did to Proctor, spinning out of it. Tyrese making sure he's got all his teeth. Sends it into the corner, does Middlebrooks. Into the hands of Taylor. 10 to shoot. Driving on Proctor. Into the paint. Hesitates, goes up. Got it blocked. Mitchell the rejection. Proctor the rebound. Got slapped at. Kind of squinting his left eye, but able to work his way across midcourt. We're going to 8 minutes to play. The Blue Devils down by 6. Roach up top. To the left, here's Mark Mitchell. Works his way inside. Now back up top for Jeremy. Back to the left, Mitchell. Looking inside, not there. Up top, Roach. A ball taking a drive. To the right, McCain to cut it in half. Too strong. Rebound tapped up. Once, twice. Mitchell trying to get it out of bounds. Oh, they say last touch by the Blue Devils. And we've got a timeout. 7:32 to go. The Blue Devils down 6, 58-52.
For any surface in every season, Continental Tire is the smart choice in tires. From ultra-high performance tires like the Extreme Contact Sport to passenger touring tires to all-terrain light truck tires like the Terrain Contact AT, Continental has a tire that gives you confidence no matter the road conditions. Whether you're looking for summer, all-season, or winter tires, Continental Tire has something to fit your needs. Visit ContinentalTire.com to find your ideal tire. Continental Tire, a proud partner of the Duke Blue Devils.
The Brotherhood plays here.
This is Luau Day.
Hey, this is Mike Cheminsky.
Hey, this is Tyus Jones, and you're listening to Duke Basketball.
He'll fire, and it's good.
This is Duke head men's basketball coach John Shire. When it comes to keeping our team healthy, we turn to the team at Duke Sports Medicine. We offer full-service sports medicine care at locations throughout the Triangle, where you can see the same experts used by Duke Athletics. Make an appointment or learn more at dukehealth.org/sportsmedicine. Go Duke.
The crowd loves that.
Whether you're in the market for a new boat or just need service or accessories for an existing boat, turn to Overby Marine. Now with 2 locations in Kittrell and Lake Gaston, Overby Marine offers the highest quality marine products and services, including the latest from Sea Ray, Centurion, Avalon, Bennington, as well as Sea Pro Center Console. Overby Marine also offers the largest selection of parts in the region, along with full-service facilities at their 2 locations. To stop by or give them a call at 252-586-3593 or online at overbymarine.com. Overby Marine. Don't let adventure pass you by.
7:32 5:32 to go in this one. The Blue Devils trying to claw their way back. They trail by 6, 58-52. The winner to the semifinals tomorrow night against either Boston College or Virginia. David Schmidt alongside John Roth. John Rose, our producer and engineer. Kyle Schatzberger back inside our network studios. Don't forget, it's a new season at Kohl's. With everyday styles at great prices, you can get more of what you want for less. Find go-tos for going everywhere and perfect picks for your home. Shop Kohl's and Kohl's.com today.
David, let's check out our in-game stats presented by Steel. Step up your game with Steel battery tools. And here with 7.5 minutes to go, Blue Devils have 2 double-figure scores in this game. At this point, Filipowski with 21 points and Mitchell with 11. Flip also leading Duke in rebounding with 10, so he's got the 21 and 10 double-double going, and he leads the team in steals with 3. On the other side, DJ Horn leads the Wolfpack with 14. He had 12 of those in the first half, 2 here in this half. And Michael O'Connell has gotten 12. Overall, NC State's three-point game has been a little better than Duke's in this contest. They usually make about 7 a game over the course of the season. They've made 7 in this game on only 15 attempts, though, so just under 50% from 3. The Blue Devils usually make 7 or 8 or 9 a game, and they've only made 4 so far, and they've had a lot of attempts. 4 out of 16 for the Blue Devils, just 25% from three-point range. Blue Devils, David, are still out rebounding NC State 32-27.
It'll be NC State in possession out of the timeout. The Blue Devils don't have a field goal in the last 3 minutes and 20 seconds. NC State hasn't scored in the last 2 minutes. And again, the starters on the floor, McCain, Roach, Mitchell, Filipowski, and Proctor. Remember, McCain came out very briefly after he picked up his 4th foul, but John Shire brought him back in maybe a minute or so later. So it's O'Connell across midcourt, greeted by McCain. Sends it to the right, there's Horn. Lobs it into the post and Burns. One-on-one with Filipowski. Backs him down into the paint. Lost it on the way in, so had to collect himself. Back out to the right block, and then got rid of it for O'Connell. Back into the post and Burns. Spinning on flip, goes up, missed it. Back tap good for Diarra on the weak side. Able there to put it back up and in as Mitchell came over for some last-minute help on the initial defense on Burns. And NC State leads by 8 again, 60-52 with 7 minutes to go. Did everything right, and they just got an easy one on the backside. Here's Flip driving inside on Diarra, backs him all the way down, steps through, goes up, got it blocked, rebound tapped out by Morcell, and here comes the Wolfpack in transition with Horn. 6:45 to go. Blue Devils down 60-52. Filipowski and Burns hugging as they cross midcourt, and they're going to give a foul on Filipowski. Horn threw the basketball at Flip, who threw it right back, and John Shire not pleased with the whistles at the moment.
6:41 to go, and NC State trying to make one of those statement runs
John
here
Shire,
that can take care of it. Yeah,
I think was more mad at the fact that Horn threw the ball at Filipowski and nothing was dealt with. And 6:41 to go with 22 to shoot. NC State will inbound with Horn off of a screen set by Burns. Back to the right, Diarra. He'll take the 3. No, and the rebound for Flip. So you get a stop. Now you need a bucket. 6.5 minutes to go, down by 8, 60-52. It's Flip on the right. He'll take the 3. Too strong. Long rebound, O'Connell for NC State. And leaking out at the other end, Diarra for the trailer. Morcell for the dunk. And NC State has their biggest lead at 10. 62-52 with 6:13 to go. McCain for Mitchell up top. Looks to the right, found Tyrese Proctor. He'll curl at the free throw line. Into the paint, fed it to Mitchell, put it off the window and in over Burns. So Mark Mitchell has 13. 62-54, but only 6 minutes to go, and the Blue Devils down by 8. And NC State brings it across midcourt. O'Connell lobs it to the right. There's Horn. A baseline drive. Floats with the right hand. Rimmed out. The rebound for Filipowski. Knocked loose. Stolen by Diarra. To the right, it's Horn. 17 to shoot. Flip got bodied to the deck, and NC State got the theft. Horn threw his body into Proctor. Proctor looks to the ref to say, should you call the offensive foul there? Meanwhile, Horn on the drive, 5 to shoot to the left. Morcell, a ball fake, spins on Mitchell, goes up, and scores with the right hand. Morcell into double figures. NC State by 10 with 5:20 to go.
Morcell's had some of the biggest baskets of this game. He's only had 4 of them, but they've been all big.
Proctor off of a screen set by Filipowski for Mitchell on the right. Looking into the right corner, steps back from 3, and Mitchell knocks it down. His second of the night. He's got 16. 64-57, 5 minutes to go in D.C. O'Connell across midcourt. Sends it to the right. There's Horn. Got a step on Proctor. Probing right side of the paint. Tyrese gets back behind him. Step through, put it up, drew a foul, and he'll shoot 2. And for Tyrese, that's his third. And with 4:49 to go, Horn at 82% will shoot 2. NC State 6 out of 10 tonight at the line. The Blue Devils 7 of 9. And it'll be Horn looking for his 15th and 16th points of the night. And the first one is no good. So the Blue Devils catch a bit of a break there with 4:49 to go. By the way, that's the 7th team foul on the Blue Devils, so 1-1 for NC State on common fouls moving forward. Same story at the other end because NC State's been whistled for 6. One more free throw for Horn. Missed them both, and the rebound for Filipowski. So a mini break there with 4:45 to go, down by 7. Proctor across midcourt. Tyrese looking up top for Flip, being bodied up by Diarra, trying to get some space. And now McCain has it on the right. Jared kicks to the left. There's Mitchell. He's had the hot hand into the paint on Burns. Put it up and in. What a strong drive for Mark Mitchell. He's got 18, and they've cut the deficit in half, 64-59 with 4:22 to go. To the right, Horn inside Burns. One-on-one with Filipowski. Spins to the baseline. Got inside, put it up, and that's ridiculous. They called a foul there. It has been full contact at the other end, and Filipowski just picked up his 4th. And, John, you tell me if I'm wrong. Mark Mitchell got mugged the last time to the hoop, and there was no whistle.
No, really. Burns going to the line now, and I guess from the Blue Devils standpoint, at least he did not make the field goal. So 2 free throws, and he's not exactly the best free throw shooter on their squad at 66%.
And the first free throw is no good. You like the response for the Blue Devils once they fell down by 10, scraping and clawing, trying to get back into it.
They've cut that in half.
Burns' second free throw, if he makes it, would take the lead back to 6, and he did. He's got 8, and it's 65-59. 2 guys out there with 4 fouls now for the Blue Devils, McCain and Filipowski. And it'll be Proctor to bring it up. Down by 6, leaves it up top for Mitchell. Looking to the left, Roach being hugged by O'Connell. Gets the screen, Jeremy looking for space on the left. Waiting, fed it back to Mitchell. In the paint, knocked loose, stolen by Diarra. Morcell has it. McCain thought about taking it away, but had to be careful with those 4 fouls. And now NC State will work some clock as we go under 4 minutes to play. Horn nearly double dribbled, putting both hands on the basketball and kind of pushed it away from himself. 10 to shoot. Morcell has it on the right. Waiting at the top of the key. 9 on the timer. Crossing over a couple of times. 7 and 6. Drives Mitchell. Spins. Steps through. 3 to shoot. Put it up. Missed it badly. The rebound with 1. Put up and around and in by Diarra at the shot clock buzzer. Diarra's just been hanging around the rim tonight and getting some freebies. With 3:25 to go, the Blue Devil deficit is 8 again. It's Roach on the left. Waiting, crossing over, kicks to the right. Mitchell thought about it. Instead, he'll drive. Kick to the left. There's Proctor. Backs out. Fedmark again. To the low post, it's Filipowski. Spins on Morcell. Goes up. Counted in a foul. Kyle Filipowski has 23, and he'll be at the line when we come back. 3:11 to go. The Blue Devils trying to climb the mountain, down 67-61 when we come back.
Duke fans know about excellence and achievement and the value of a Duke education. So when someone is injured and needs legal help, it makes sense to call the law offices of James Scott Farron, a statewide law firm managed by a Duke Law graduate. If you're injured in an auto accident or on the job, call on the Hurt Line, 1-800-HURT-LINE. The law offices of James Scott Farron, headquartered near Duke at 555 Mangum Street in Durham, North Carolina.
For generations, hard-working people have relied on Ford F-Series trucks to help grow businesses, communities, families. A legacy of capability and technology that has made Ford F-Series America's best-selling trucks 47 years straight. This is the next generation of Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2023 calendar year total sales.
At Reed's Jewelers, we know that the rules of engagement were made to be broken. So don't settle for the first ring you see in the case. When you put a ring on it, make the moment your own with something that's just as unique as your love. Whether you're going big, keeping it subtle, or finding a happy medium, we're here to help you say I do with a one-of-a-kind design. Because doing things your way is what makes them mean everything. Reed's Jewelers, an official partner of Blue Devil Sports. Visit your local Reed's Jewelers in-store or online at reeds.com to chat with an expert.
Proctor on the left, thinking about it. Instead up top for Flip, inside Mitchell, catches, goes up, and dunks it down. It's a 9-0 run, and Duke leads by 4.
Flip with a great pass from the perimeter down to his man Mitchell underneath. And that was our Harris Teeter assist of the game. Harris Teeter offers everything you need for the perfect game day. From subs to pizza to snacks to drinks, Harris Teeter has you covered. Plus, there are great ways to save every day with fuel points, EVIC, and HT+. Visit harristeeter.com for more info. We're down here to the crunch time of the ACC quarterfinal here between Duke and NC State. 3:11 to go. That assist you just heard, one of 15 the Blue Devils have had on their 25 made field goals. But with this 3:11 to go, they're still facing a 6-point deficit to NC State at 67-61. Kyle Filipowski will be at the free throw line to try to complete a 3-point play when we return to action, looking for his 24th point here. But the Blue Devils looking to get some stops on the defensive end. NC State having a good second half here and trying to hold off this Blue Devil rally.
And tonight's game between Duke and NC State is presented by Duke Stores. Visit shop.duke.edu where real Duke fans shop. You look at the statistics, and John was kind of telling you a little bit about it there. Filipowski and Mitchell have combined for 41 of the 61. The problem is nobody else has more than 8. Those two are 19 of 31 from the field. The rest of the team is 6 of 26. And those two are 2 of 3 combined from 3. The rest of the team is 3 of 15 to get the picture. But here's the stat that really blows your mind. The Blue Devils have more offensive rebounds than NC State, 10-9. But the Wolfpack have 12 more second chance points. They've scored on every offensive rebound. 18 in total.
That's about as good as you can do. 9 offensive rebounds and 18 second chance points, and let you start knocking down threes off your rebounds. But NC State has gotten that part of it done, and they did it last night to beat Syracuse as well. Same kind of differential.
Meanwhile, it's Filipowski shooting one, trying to complete the 3-point play out of the timeout. The foul was on Middlebrooks, his 3rd. And Flip looking for a 25th point at the charity stripe. 24th point, I should say, and he's got it. So a 5-point game with 3:11 to go, some full court pressure, an outlet pass for Morcell on the left, brings it across midcourt. Greeted by Tyrese Proctor, now back for O'Connell to work some clock with 3 minutes to go in D.C. Blue Devils down 67-62. On the left, it's Horn off of a burn screen to the top of the key, wants to drive Mitchell, cut off, backs out, 10 to shoot. Horn sizing it up, 7-6, crossing over a couple of different times. 15-footer, good. DJ Horn, that was great defense, just better offense. And he's got 16, 69-62, 2:38 to go. Got to go quickly down by 7. Proctor sends it to the left. Mitchell right back to Tyrese. Off a Mark Mitchell screen. Tyrese into the paint, rises up on Diarra, put it off the window around and down. Proctor's into double figures, 2:25 to go. It's a 5-point game. Got to get a stop. Diarra in for O'Connell. O'Connell will work it across midcourt. 2:15 to go now. And the Blue Devils down by 5. O'Connell sends it to the left. There's Horn, defended by Tyrese Proctor. Horn off of a Proctor screen, or Burns screen, I should say. 10 to shoot, sends it inside to Burns. Faces up on Filipowski, backs him down. 6 to shoot, back out for Morcell. 5 and 4. Burns has it on the left baseline, backing down on Flip. With 2 with 1, put it up, rattled around, came out. The rebound for Proctor. Down by 5, here they come. 1:48 to go. A hit in for Mitchell, a drive, put it up. He's fouled and will shoot 2. Kevin Keats is at midcourt, by the way, as the Blues are trying to run a fast break. And 2 free throws coming at the other end.
Mark Mitchell just short, too, on the fast break. Made a great move through the end of the State defense and got the ball to the rim, and it just wouldn't go over the top. So he's got to get both these points at the free throw line, and Blue Devils have to get back with stop.
And I say that, John, because Proctor is running along the left sideline, had to navigate the head coach for NC State, trying to get it up in transition. Meanwhile, here's Mitchell to shoot two, obviously critical, down by 5 with 1:46 to go. Left-handed free throw shooter. Didn't get the roll on the first, and the Blue Devils have left some opportunities at the charity stripe, now 7 for 12. Mark will settle himself, see if he can cut it to 4. On the way. Didn't get it. An empty trip with 1:45 to go, and now down by 5 still. 69-64. Across midcourt comes NC State. O'Connell content to hold it out near midcourt. Lobs it on the right for Morcell. Looking to the baseline, there's Burns. One-on-one with Filipowski, 15 feet out. Backs it down to 12, now 10. Into the paint, goes up with the left hand and scores. DJ Burns into double figures at NC State. Back up by 7, 71-64 with 1:15 to go. The Blue Devils in desperate need of offense. Proctor works his way to the right. 1:10 to go. Looking for a screen. You got to go. Tyrese dribbles to the left, bodied up by O'Connell, lobs it for Flip. 1 minute to go, down by 7. Filipowski, 9 to shoot. The Blue Devils look a little bit flustered at the moment. Roach on the drive, knocked loose, out of bounds. It'll be Blue Devil basketball with 3.6 to shoot and 54.4 to go. And I think John Shire wants to use a timeout. He will. We'll break for 30 with the Blue Devils down by 7.
Think about the last time you moved. Remember how you said you'd never do it alone again? We know moving is tough, but at 2 Men and a Truck, we make it easy. No matter the move, big or small, we'll make it a smooth one. We're the movers who care, and we'll prove it with our 96% referral rate and courteous background check movers. We're local and affordable, and we can help at a price that won't make you wish you'd done it on your own. When you're ready, give us a call or find us online for a free estimate at 2menandatruck.com.
Back here in Washington, D.C., John Shire called for time, but I don't think he's going to get charged with it because the officials are going to the monitor to see who that was out of bounds off of. And if they don't charge him with the timeout, that'll leave him with a full and a 30. NC State with their full complement of 3, 2 30s and a full. I'll reset it for you. The possession error resides with the Wolfpack. The Blue Devils down 71-64. Both teams are in the single bonus as each team has been whistled for 8 fouls. Blue Devils trying to avoid a loss here in Washington, D.C. That would see them have to turn the page and get ready for the NCAA tournament if they can't win tonight. The winner on to the semifinals where they'll face either Virginia or Boston College. And they're looking to see who this went out of bounds off of. The interesting thing, John, as I take another look, it might have been off of Jeremy Roach, but that's because his forearm was hit with an elbow by Morcell. The problem is if you go over there, you can't look at the foul, but you can look at who touched it last on the way out of bounds. Do you see the same thing I'm seeing?
I'm seeing it touch Jeremy Roach last, but we know why.
Yeah.
Because he got fouled trying to drive in on Morcell, and that's not a call they can make.
And that's an NBA rule where if you go to the monitor, you can tag a foul. Ron Groover and Clarence Armstrong are overlooking, and I think we know why it's taking them a long time. Because they're seeing the same thing we are. And John Shire at midcourt. Bill Covington over for a word. He didn't get charged for a timeout. We've confirmed that. And the officials continue to look at this. Like I said, the replay I've seen it, I don't think an NC State player ever touched it. But again, it was a rake across the forearms that caused the ball to go out of bounds.
Yeah, and so critical possession with 54 seconds left in a 7-point game.
And they don't change the call.
Wow.
It's telling in and of itself. With 3.6 to shoot. I guess that's better than the alternative.
It's kind of justice. I mean, but anyway.
Justice would be 2 free throws.
Sorry, but yeah. Here we go.
Proctor to inbound left baseline, left side of the hoop. Only 3.6 to shoot. Waiting, still waiting. Gets it in for Mitchell. Right back to Proctor. Fires in the corner. Missed the 3. The rebound for DR. And now you got a foul. Roach tackled him. And Jeremy's down holding his right leg. And that is a scary sign. Hopefully he can pop back up.
Looked like Jeremy really tried to vault Diarra to try to get a hand on that rebound to try to somehow control it or tap it to a Blue Devil. But
third foul on Roach. Meanwhile, at the other end, it's going to be a 1-and-1 for NC State. And the Wolfpack faithful starting to sense that they might be on to the semifinals as the 10 seed. And here is Diarra to shoot the front end of the 1-and-1. A 7-point game, still time with 50.7 to go, but you're going to need some missed free throws the rest of the way. And this will be the last 1-and-1 on the 9th team foul. And Diarra on the front end. Missed it. All right, you got a shot. Here's Proctor across midcourt. Again, right by Kevin Keats. Works his way to the top of the key, behind the back with a dribble. Into the paint, took some contact, no whistle, flip, tapped it home with the left hand. Kyle's got 26, it's down to 5, 71-66, 40 seconds to go. Horn in backcourt. Works his way to the left. Will the Blue Devils give the foul? You don't want Filipowski to do so. He's got 4. Dangerous pass down court. McCain inside Middlebrooks. He missed the dunk. Holding on the rim. That should be a turnover with 30.3 to go on basket interference. The ball popped out. He was still on the rim. It should be Blue Devil basketball. The 3 officials are discussing. And it should be a technical perhaps because he was holding the rim.
I think they just signaled technical.
Yeah, technical foul for hanging on the rim. This will be 2 free throws in the ball, I believe, with 30.3 to go.
Very costly play by Middlebrook. Had a wide open dunk and missed it and held on to the rim.
As the officials talk it over, he was holding onto the rim on the rebounding action, still holding with his left hand when he went to go get possession. And the Blue Devils, I think, will have their choice of the free throw shooter. Obviously, they have a couple really good ones. It's either going to be McCain or Roach. And with 30.3 to go, new life in a 5-point game, 71-66.
That was supposed to be a punctuation mark if you're looking at it from NC State.
I think as much as anything to determine how much time should be left in the game. I don't want to presuppose. So they're going to say a 1-shot technical foul. And then they're going to the possession arrow, they say? So it'll be NC State basketball. So a chance at the free throw line to cut it to 4. But then NC State, unfortunately, from a Duke perspective, will be back in possession. The only good thing that comes from that is they'll flip the possession arrow over, and the Blue Devils will have it on the next tie-up, and it's going to be McCain to shoot the free throw.
And you do get you get to score a point without running any more time off right here.
And it'll be McCain to shoot the free throw. John Shire talking to Clarence Armstrong, trying to get an explanation. And the free throw for McCain is good because in some respects it doesn't feel like a just result, because if it was just basket interference, the Blue Devils would get possession, have a chance to score perhaps more than 1. But instead they go to the possession arrow, and NC State will have possession in a 4-point game with 30.3 to go. Meanwhile, that foul on Middlebrooks, the technical's administrative, so it doesn't count as a personal, and Kevin Keats is going to use a timeout. So we'll break for 30 with 30.3 to go, and the Blue Devils down by 4.
At Reed's Jewelers, we know that the rules of engagement were made to be broken. So don't settle for the first ring you see in the case. When you put a ring on it, make the moment your own with something that's just as unique as your love. Whether you're going big, keeping it subtle, or finding a happy medium, we're here to help you say I do with a one-of-a-kind design. Because doing things your way is what makes them mean everything. Reed's Jewelers, an official partner of Blue Devil Sports. Visit your local Reed's Jewelers in-store or online at reeds.com to chat with an expert.
So back here in Washington, D.C. with 30.3 to go, and the Blue Devils down by 4, 71-67. We're trying to piece together what we think happened there. And because it was a hanging on the rim technical, you only get 1 free throw. And, John, I think from our vantage point, the reason they went to the possession arrow is technically when he was hanging on the rim, the ball was loose. So there, you don't go back to the point of interruption because no one was in possession. You go back to a possession arrow, and unfortunately for the Blue Devils, the alternating possession gave it back to NC State. But to your point, glass half full, that could have been a run-out dunk to make it 73-66, a 7-point game with 30 seconds to go. As it is, you're back within 4. And now the Blue Devils will have to give some fouls as Kevin Keats has used his full timeout. Each team with 2 remaining. You don't have a whole lot of time to try to get a steal here either. Down by 2 possessions with 30.6 to go now. And the Wolfpack will be inbounding. And worth noting, Kyle Filipowski has been taken out of the game in favor of Sean Stewart, largely because you don't want Flip picking up his 4th. So the only guy out there with 4 right now is Jared McCain. And we'll see where NC State's going to inbound. John Shire is asking that question. And I think he's still trying to get an explanation for what happened on the last exchange.
Dunk was missed, and so they went to the possession arrow.
And NC State will inbound underneath their own basket to our right on the right side of the hoop. It'll be O'Connell to inbound, Stewart, Roach, Mitchell, McCain, and Proctor out there. O'Connell waiting, still waiting, having a hard time. Bounces it in for Diarra, who goes in and draws a foul. Shooting foul or not, it's the 10th team foul. Stewart was the one who gave it, I think. Bill Covington over, we'll wait. Who are they going to tag it on? Well, they gave it to Proctor. I thought it was Stewart who grabbed him. They call that his third.
0.4 of a second is all that ran off the clock. 29.9 now with Diarra at the line.
2 free throws for Diarra, who's 65% on the year. Not a bad guy to sit out there from the Blue Devil perspective. 2 of 3 tonight. And the right-handed free throw shooter missed the first. So at worst, it'll be a 5-point game. As Filipowski comes back in, Stewart will leave. And the officials still talking to the scores table. No one in there for NC State to rebound. So on a miss, the Blue Devils will almost certainly get it. The second attempt for Diarra. Missed them both. It's a 4-point game. Here's Proctor across midcourt. 26 seconds to go. You don't have to have a 3. Filipowski on the drive, knocked loose, got it back. Waits, goes up, put it up and in off the right. Flip past 28, it's down to 2. 19.7 to go. Horn trapped in backcourt, bounced it to Diarra. Back to Horn, knocked loose, but a foul is called. Wow! The Blue Devils thought they knocked it out cleanly, and Flip just fouled out with 15 seconds to go. Down by 2, 71-69. We'll wait for confirmation whether or not Flip caught him on the arm. Diarra had it for about a half second. You would have loved to have fouled him again. As Flip fouls out, having scored 28 points tonight. As we get another peek, that was clean, John. And of all the contact we've seen tonight,
oh boy,
they picked that out. I mean, we saw Flip get bodied up on the way into the paint, somehow got it back and scored. And it would be interesting to see who that would have been out of bounds off of. But as it is, you got to regroup. 15 seconds to go in a 2-point game. If Horn can miss 1 out of 2, you got a shot. You still have a shot, even if he makes 2.
You'd have a better shot if your leading scorer was in the game, however.
Correct. As Horn is at the line for a pair. First one. Good. He's got 17. NC State now 9 of 17 at the free throw line. Horn had missed his first 3. The second one would make it a 2-possession game. 72-69. Horn, 1 dribble, sends it on the way. Got them both. And a timeout taken by Kevin Keats with 15 seconds to go in a similar spot where you don't really need a 3, John, or have to have it if it presents itself, sure. 73-69. The Blue Devils fighting to the finish line, but a big chess piece has been taken off the table with Filipowski having fouled out, scoring 28 points and having 14 rebounds tonight.
The chess piece has been taken off the table for the Blue Devils. However, Blue Devils have plenty of shooters out there. Tonight hasn't been the night for shooting for the Blue Devils. 5 out of 19 from 3. The main thing you have to have is something decisive and quick. You just can't spend a whole lot of time running an offense looking for a shot. You got to get something, Shire's drawing up right now, something that's going to work out quickly.
And Power is the one who comes in with Filipowski fouling out for shooting, as you were talking about. So you got basically 5 guys out there that can hit a 3, including Mitchell, who's made 2 of the 5 3-pointers tonight for the Blue Devils.
He's made 2, and he had a 3rd shot that was right on the line. That was a 2, so he's had a good stroke from outside tonight.
Whatever it is, it's got to be quick. With 15 seconds to go, down by 4, 73-69.
And Jeremy Roach will be handling the inbounds.
And because of the made free throw, he can run the baseline to our right. Jeremy gets it in for Proctor across midcourt. 14 seconds on the right, 12 seconds. Drives to the baseline, got inside, reversed it, no. Rebound O'Connell. Diarra has it, 6 seconds. Make it 7.2, and that'll do it. As the Wolfpack will walk to the other end, leading by 4. The foul on Power will be his first. And with 7.2 to go, the Wolfpack certainly appear like they're headed to the semifinals. And for the Blue Devils, it'll be consecutive losses for the first time since December when they fell at Arkansas and then at Georgia Tech. And Diarra with the first free throw. That's no good. Well, not quite closed for business yet with 7.2 to go in a 4-point game. If you can come down court quickly, maybe get a 3. Second attempt for Diarra. Not that one. So it's a 5-point game. 74-69 with just over 7 seconds to go. Proctor across midcourt. Got to go quickly. Ahead for Power. Right corner 3. Too strong. The rebound for Proctor. Put it up at the buzzer. No, and that's it. The Blue Devils fall here in our nation's capital. 74-69 the final score. And it's NC State that's moving on to the semifinals as the 10 seed. They will get either Boston College or Clemson. Boston College or Virginia tomorrow night in the semifinals. We'll take a break. Duke falls by 5, 74-69. We'll have more from Washington, D.C. in just a moment.
I feel happy. Valero Pay Plus.
I feel happy. It makes savings a snap.
Use it and start saving automatically.
You just save some money. Not too shabby.
I feel happy. I'm in and out real fast.
I feel happy. Now pit stops are a blast.
Download today and get in on the fun. Valero Pay Plus app, your savings have begun.
At the North Carolina Education Lottery, we love to celebrate winners. So I hired a town crier to announce Pick 3, Pick 4, and Cash 5 winners.
Hear ye, hear ye. But there are thousands of winners every day.
Oyez, oyez, oyez.
I may not have thought this through.
A proclamation of jubilant accord.
Who gave him a bell?
Daily draw games. What will you do with your win? Must be 18 to play. See Pick 3, Pick 4, and Cash 5 prize and odds charts at nclottery.com for details. Problem Gambling Helpline, 877-718-5543.
Duke plays here.
Flying in, reverses it. Open in for 2.
This is the Blue Devil Sports Network from Learfield.
Blue Devil fans, here's your chance to team up with Duke Basketball in a season-long effort to support Duke Children's Hospital. The Duke Children's Charity Stripe Challenge is an initiative that raises money for Duke Children's patient care, research, and education every time the Blue Devils make a free throw this season. And you can join the challenge by pledging an amount for every free throw the Blue Devils make, or simply make a one-time pledge to show your support. Visit DukeCharityStripe.org to learn more and help make a difference in the lives of kids at Duke Children's.
Enjoying the game but not the drink being spilled down your back?